welcome to
Yeti
Walks into Basecamp.
We are your hosts. I'm Yeti Legs.
And I'm Basecamp. And we are actually, if you don't know, we're a married couple that through hike the PCT together and through hike the TMB together and live life together.
And we hope that people live vicariously through us sometimes, but maybe even go out and do stuff that we do too.
Yeah, we really hope that what we do encourages you and helps you see that you could do what your heart longs for.
Yes, what Basecamp said.
Yeah. But we're actually recording this post our entire podcast episode that we did, which was the last section of the Colorado Trail with Yeti Legs.
It is quite a long doozy of an episode.
It's a long haul, y'all.
We had one of our devoted listeners, Tumbleweed, who also hiked the PCT with us, request an episode. This is more of a bet than a request. An episode to be 3+ hours long.
And, well, he got his wish. Because this one is 3+ hours long. It is very exciting, though. I feel like, honestly, this last episode it has the most meat to, I think, the entire story of the Colorado Trail with Yeti.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of ups and downs. It's got a lot of elements of nature in it. So we really hope that you're able to enjoy this, whether you're hiking, running, in a car ride, stuck in traffic for 2 hours plus.
Yeah.
We hope that you're able to plug this in and listen.
And if you want to know some of the life history of the American Pika and the Yellow-bellied marmot,
You'll find that in this episode.
that's in this episode too.
Get excited.
I love my alpine rodents and rabbits.
Yes, you're starting to incorporate some of Wesley's learnings from school in ecology, so it's quite fun.
My learnings.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed also our new intro music.
I don't know yet anything about this because it's new. So, Yeti, you want to introduce this person?
Yes. I'll cut all this.
We're really excited, you guys, to have this intro and outro.
By The Fire Once Lost. So this is an American bluegrass artist from Denmark. And
They're from Denmark?
it's a he. It's one guy.
He's from Denmark?
He is from Denmark.
But this song specifically that he has let us put on our podcast is
It's called The Appalachian Trail.
The Appalachian Trail.
And it's got some true Appalachian vibes going on.
So get excited.
We hope it hooks you into the episode and sends you off once the episode is done in a good way.
And what's his name?
I don't actually know his name, but that's the name of the band. It's The Fire Once Lost.
The name of the band is The Fire Once Lost. Well, thank you, The Fire Once Lost. We really appreciate you letting us put your song in our intro and outro.
I know. We'll hope to give you recognition where it's due, and we'll put your song to good use.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But, all right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
All right. 3.5 hours later.
Good luck.
Hello.
This
It's us.
The beginning.
I know you've been waiting for the
here
final
he goes.
chapter of the CT. It makes no difference. I don't know what's your drink of the choice.
Something you don't know about Wesley is that he likes to make up music or he likes to put words to songs in his own words.
Hello from behind my cup.
There he goes.
Drinking a beer from Utah. Silver Reef is from St. George, Utah. This is the Oktoberfest, y'all.
It's really good.
Really good. Yes, it's pretty solid.
So I guess this transitioned us into the drink of the choice.
This is the drink of the choice.
Cheers.
This is the Silver Reef
Clink.
drink of the choice. It's an Oktoberfest from Silver Reef Brewing in St. George, Utah.
Yeah, it was actually we did our anniversary trip and celebrated Wesley Yeti Legs' birthday last week in Utah. We literally just traipsed around Utah And we found free dispersed camping. We car camped the majority of it. So we are going to come out with a podcast with all of our Utah tips and tricks at some point soon. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Down the road, because we want to give you guys some things we learned about Utah and places that you should go and places you should avoid.
We were actually astonished at Utah.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Whenever I think of Utah, I think of just like red sands and like crazy rock outcroppings and desert. But it was more than that.
Yeah, it was just stunning. So we'll do a podcast episode on that at some point. Stay tuned for that later in the future. But that's where that beer came from, and it's really good.
I wish I still had some of the other beer that we got from Utah.
Oh no.
So this is from so here in Colorado we have a mountain range called the Sawatch Range.
Yes.
And in Utah they have a Wasatch Range.
Yes.
Which is just a little letter flip. But they had this beer and it was called Polygamy. If you don't know anything about Utah, well, they still practice polygamy
in certain
places, even though it's illegal.
That's what we found
This
out.
is a well-known fact. And this was a porter called Polygamy. And the slogan for it was, "Why have just one?" And I thought that was freaking amazing.
Why have just one? And it was a good porter.
It was a good porter.
It was a good porter. So kudos to that brewery.
Why have just one?
What was the brewery called again?
The Wasatch Brewery.
The Wasatch Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beer actually was pretty delightful there.
I was shocked by it.
Yeah. We actually, our last brewery stop we did do, because we always look up breweries everywhere we go.
Yeah.
It was called the Edge of the World Brewery, which felt very fitting because it was the last part of our trip.
Yeah.
It was close to the Grand Canyon.
It wasn't actually in Utah, though. It was in Arizona.
It was in Colorado City, Arizona. Yeah, Colorado City, Arizona.
Colorado City, Arizona, near Utah. That's not confusing.
It was just calling to us. But anyway, and their beer was very good. They had a great pumpkin
I was shocked
spice. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, but all the Utah beers are capped from the tap at 5%. Can't go any higher. They can sell them bottled or canned higher.
And they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Interesting why they do that. I wonder if it has to do with the Mormon church.
Probably. It's very, very heavily influenced.
Oh, the church.
Or do they call it church, Mormons?
That's what I'm calling it.
It's the Church of Latter-day Saints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
The Church of Latter-day Saints.
Okay, it's a church.
Yeah, we were actually, we were driving down the highway in I-70 and there was a sign and it said, "The #1 healthcare provider for plural families." And I'm like,
Wesley's like,
what is a plural family?
He's like, "Do you know what a plural family is?" I was like, "No." And he goes, "Can you look it up?" Because he was driving.
I'm like, I think I know what this means, but I want to be sure.
I looked it up, and it's for people of polygamy families.
Polygamous families.
Yeah, and it's still a thing.
Still a thing.
Because they're not allowed to help people with polygamy or polygamous families because it's illegal, I would imagine.
Not sure how that works.
I'm not sure how that works either, but...
But why have just one?
Yeah.
What's your drink of the choice?
My drink of the choice is a Kirkland Cabernet Sauvignon 2021 Reserve.
I think it's 2020 actually.
It might have been 2020. And it's actually quite delightful. It's $8 at Costco, and I got the 1.5 liter bottle.
It's a big old handle of wine.
It is. It's a big Bertha. So
y'all should actually know what she's drinking it out of.
Oh, it's a plastic wine glass.
She got from Walmart that's been warped in the dish machine.
Yeah, because sometimes I break wine glasses.
Well, she brought a nice set of wine glasses back from California.
From wine country.
When she went to go see her aunt and uncle, and she's already broken 2 of them.
Well, it's just so easy to break.
So now we have an unbreakable wine glass, but it's not unmeltable.
Breakable. Yeah.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. Should we have a name for our updates?
Yeah, sure.
Should we have?
What do we call it?
Should this be like a section?
Yeah. What should it be?
Let's see.
We could also ask people like if they had any ideas too.
Yeah, if anybody actually wants to take the time to message us on here.
Yeah, email us or DM us.
Email us or DM us on our Instagram, which is The Ginger and the Joy. And our email is thispodcast@gmail.com.
Yeti walks into Basecamp @gmail.com.
Yeah. If you have a great name for our updates, like something witty and trail related, not just updates, we would love to hear it. But for right now, we're going to call it... this episode's...
Let's see. If it's updates about, like, the reality of our lives right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What's a catchy phrase?
Oh, how about what's new in the cotton world?
What's new? That's a mouthy. That's wordy. We could just say the cotton world. Cotton world updates.
Cotton world updates. Cotton world downloads.
Cotton world downloads.
There you go.
I like that.
Cotton world downloads.
All right, I like that. But I still want to hear if people have any like ideas, because I think it'd be fun to hear what people think.
But unless y'all respond and have something better, it's Cotton world downloads.
Cotton world downloads.
Yeah.
So in our cotton world, whoa.
Whoa! Did you have a little mini seizure?
No.
Ho!
I've just been talking a lot today.
That's fair.
At work, and so my brain's like...
Are there any life updates that you have?
Life updates. Oh, my shoulder is doing great, you guys. I don't think we updated... No, I think we might have said this in the last one, but I went to the doctor and...
Oh, yeah, you already talked about all
Okay,
this.
so I could wear a backpack, which was great.
You don't remember this because you were falling asleep during the last podcast
I'm
episode.
so cozy in my sleeping bag. Y'all, it was like 5 degrees outside, and our sleeping bags are -40, so I feel like a toasted marshmallow in there.
Yeah.
Like, it feels so cozy.
With some whiskey and a warm sleeping bag.
Exactly, like you're done. Anyway... but the shoulder's doing better and better. I mean, it's like fully healed, they said. So now I'm trying to stretch it out. I don't have full range of motion yet. It's so tight because they had to like suture it and like anchor it back into the bone. So I'm having to like stretch my tissue out. Yeah. Like slowly but surely. So it's getting better and better, I think, every day. It's sore and achy.
Yeah. Our friend Raven came over and gave you a massage yesterday.
Thank you, Raven.
Like an hour-long massage.
Oh my gosh. Needed it so bad. And I'm probably going to bring her in for another one because I have so many knots that built up during that time because I couldn't move my shoulder for like 6 to 8 weeks. So yeah, I have tons of knots in there, and she worked some of them out, and then she brought some forward that were in the depths like a Balrog.
Like a Balrog. Mm-hmm. Huh. In the mines of Moria.
Literally, that's what it feels like right now.
She was really like getting in there with that elbow.
I know, and I've still got stuff going on.
Hear that, Raven? You're needed. Still.
Needed.
You're indispensable.
Yes.
You're indispensable. Determination. No. You never heard Indestructible?
Wait. Maybe?
Really?
I don't know.
You're going to have to look. I'm going to play it in this episode. Okay. Indestructible.
Okay. I don't know it. Do I know it? I don't know.
Do you?
Anyway. I don't think there's anything else going on in my world other than work. And it's gotten really cold in Breckenridge. And it's snowy outside. We've had multiple snowstorms. We're going to have another one this weekend. Uh-huh. Woohoo! It's snowshoe season.
Here we go.
Oh.
It's by Disturbed, you know.
No, I don't know. Wait, this does sound familiar.
This is how we feel on trail.
Is this how we feel? Really? I feel tired.
Yeah, he's on fire. He's like muscular. Look at him.
I don't feel like that on trail.
It's a little hard for your style of music.
Is it Screamo?
No, it's Disturbed. Nope.
Never.
Not happening?
No.
Okay. I went through a Disturbed phase, and I still like them.
Yeah? I see that. You're like over there like headbanging. Okay. Anyway, what about you? What's your updates in your world?
Well, other than our Utah trip, which covered our anniversary, birthday, and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right. We did have our Thanksgiving.
Covered a lot. I mean, my last full week of class So I have tomorrow, and then I have a couple days next week. And
Woo-hoo!
I'm actually going to go. Thank you for letting me do this.
Of course.
I needed some guy time. I needed some testosterone in my life. So I'm going to Tennessee to go hike in the Smokies and up through North Carolina with Tumbleweed, Deuces, who we interviewed in one of our first PCT episodes. And his name is Beast Mode.
Which we'll definitely bring into the story of the PCT later, because we met him later.
He needs to be interviewed like towards the very end.
He's hilarious.
Because he beast moded it to the terminus.
Dude, nuts. Crazy. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so we're just looking to do like 65 miles in about 4 to 5 days.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be nice.
I have a feeling Tumbleweed's going to pack out like 2 bottles of scotch.
I'm sure he will.
And like 8 cigars. Yeah.
I was like, hey, guys, what kind of mileage do you think you can manage right now? And they're like, definitely not 20s.
The reality of situations.
So we're kind of gunning for 10s to 15s.
Nice. Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun, I think.
Closer to 15.
So we do in the Smokies?
Half the Smokies from like Clingman Dome area.
Oh my God, we did that.
It's called Newfound Gap. Is the trailhead.
Didn't we did Clingman's together, remember?
Yeah, we did Clingman, and we stayed at one of those shelters.
We stayed at the Clingman shelter, I think.
And that's where you had your Walmart sleeping bag.
This is before you guys. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had a Walmart sleeping bag. It was like a quote-unquote 30-degree, or was it 50? I don't remember. But it was a summer sleeping bag from Walmart.
And we're hiking around in the Smokies. And
in the winter.
It's snowing.
It was snowing.
Yes.
And Wesley had like a 15-degree bag. And I'm over there like shaking. This is when we were dating, right?
Yeah.
Or married?
We were dating.
We're married.
I thought we were dating.
No, because you gave me that sleeping bag when we were married.
Oh, for Christmas. Yeah, so that was after we got married.
I guess it was after we got married.
Shortly after.
Maybe it was right before. Anyway.
Time flies.
I know. So Wesley got me. I was shivering, so he offered his sleeping bag to me like a gentleman, like a sweet lover, and he froze.
That was the coldest I've ever been camping in my life.
Even over the North 10 Mile Trail? That was cold.
I mean, it was definitely cold, but I think really the only cold thing on me was my feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and if we look back at that situation, maybe we should have just cuddled in your sleeping bag together.
Maybe we should have.
Like, that should have been what happened.
We didn't know about, like, connecting bags and doing all that.
No, we didn't.
No.
But anyway.
We've learned a lot.
Yes, we have. So, yeah, for that Christmas, he bought me a 15-degree bag.
Yeah, the REI Magma.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I still have it.
There you go.
I used it on the PCT.
You love that thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used it on the PCT, half of it.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other half we used those -40 bags, and they took up like a third of our backpack volume.
Once you open them up out of the
compression
sack,
yeah,
they just like grow, and they like fill the tent.
Oh my God.
Like, that's all the room you have is the sleeping bags.
That's about right, though. It is.
But they're beautiful.
Beautiful
pieces of equipment. I never want to be cold.
No, that sucks. Terrible feeling. Yeah.
Horrible feeling. Anyway, so yeah, updates. You're going on the guys' trip.
There's that, and
then we're heading to Alabama, Georgia.
For
Christmas.
For the holidays. Yeah. And we're thinking of maybe adding another category to our episode. We haven't decided on it yet. It might even be its own type of episode. Mm-hmm. So we're going to keep having that going in the workspace in the background. And if we decide to make that happen, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll make it an actual episode and announce it and say this is what it is. Yeah.
It'll probably involve a little bit of research and some stories.
Yeah, a little more time.
A little bit more time to time.
I think it'd be cool though.
Yeah, I think it'll be awesome.
So,
is there anything else?
I don't think so.
No?
I'll transition us since it's about you.
It's
all
never
about you, baby.
It's never about me.
So, I guess I'll transition us to
the
Colorado Trail.
Colorado.
I won't fall asleep this time.
If you listen to that last episode, episode 17.
I was so in it though.
Week 3 of the Colorado Trail.
And then I curled up.
she started to crash hard at the end. You can hear the yawning.
I curled up is what happened. Anyway, so what day did we leave off on from the last one?
So we were on day, let's see. I had started this on day 18, but as like a super quick recap. So I woke up the morning of day 18, coldest morning on the entire Colorado Trail for me.
And you had like all your layers on.
I had all the layers on, and I'm just like booking it to try and stay warm. And of course I have to poop, and it's freezing cold out there.
Did you poop out there?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you always just brown blazed the whole trail. I don't know if I ever asked you if you pooped.
In the San Juans, so I'm in like the San Juan wilderness at this point. It's not easy to brown blaze because there aren't really pit privies out there.
Okay, so you did have to like poop it in the hole.
You just had to do your thing.
Just gotta dig that cat hole.
It's true though.
Yeah.
And that's when I hiked past those two guys. It turned out to be Jukebox and Nemo were their name. And they caught up with me at the top of that first climb. And this day is really just a crap ton of climbing.
Well, tell me about Jukebox and Nemo. Like, describe them to me.
I will. I promise.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just wanted to... So you're going to describe them. Okay. I just wanted to get a visual, like, now so that I could, like, see them as you talk about them.
Oh, it's perfect. If you want a visual now, I can tell you.
Yes, please.
You remember Optimus Prime from the PCT?
Yes, but can you explain it to the viewers who don't know Optimus?
So, I guess, have we described him yet in the PCT? We need to do that if we haven't.
I don't know if we've ever... I feel like we've described bits and pieces of him, but his personality?
So Optimus Prime is like this 5'5", 5'6", somewhere in there. He's not like super tall, not super short. And he is...
Very skinny.
He's skinny as a rail. He's like a beanpole.
Yeah, like he can't gain weight.
And he was like wearing like super funky shorts on the PCT like everyone does.
Oh, he loves
sun
his
hoodie,
funky shorts.
Sunglasses. Mm-hmm. And both Nemo and Jukebox look like cutouts of Optimus.
Oh, that's right. You sent me a picture.
Yeah, almost the same height, like the same like stature, same like so body creepy shape. They even dressed the same.
What was their personalities like?
So they're both very like bubbly-ish.
Were they a gay couple together?
So they were both gay. I don't know if they were a couple, but they were just hiking together. Mm-hmm. And I hiked with them more than anybody else.
Because they were your pace, right?
They were my pace, and they actually hiked a little bit faster.
That's crazy.
Nemo he'd completed the PCT.
Oh, he was the one. Okay.
Yeah, and Jukebox, this was his first hike.
It's wild.
I know, and he was keeping up with Nemo.
It's wild.
I'm like, dude, get it. It's those long, skinny legs is what it is.
Those long, skinny legs, like Optimus.
Dude, it helps him get miles.
I know it does. Those
especially on the climbs.
I know.
I've got like these like thick tree trunky looking legs.
You do great on climbs, whatever.
But I'm just saying, I can't like get that extra couple inches per stride, which turns into a mile over a day.
I guess so.
Yeah. But no, they're a super, super fun group of people to hike with. I didn't hike with them right off the bat when I first met them. But at the top of that, I don't know if it was a climb, pass, whatever it was. The top of that elevation gain. I took a picture of them, and that's kind of how we first started to talk. And I originally saw their name in like a trail log.
Okay.
That's how I was like, oh, I know y'all, like through writing.
Oh, yeah, because you were familiar with them. Which, can you explain to people who don't know trail logging and trail registers what that is? Because we would do this on the PCT all the time.
They were a lot more prevalent on the PCT than the CT. I think I only saw two, maybe three.
Okay.
But a lot of times they're used by on the PCT, by the PCTA, which is the Pacific Crest Trail Association, to monitor the number of hikers going through an area, or they'll be put out for safety or for head counts by the National Park Service or the National Forest or a local state park or something.
Yeah.
But they're just out there really for your own safety and for record keeping is really what they are.
Yeah.
But on the PCT, it's kind of fun to see who you know that's in the book already so that you can possibly catch up to them.
Yeah. And also we date it too of when we log it. And so we would see some of our friends and they'd be just a day ahead of us.
Yeah.
And we'd see like 5 of our friends in the trail log and be like, oh my gosh, they're literally right there. Like all we have to do is just, you know, do another 10 miles and we'll catch them.
Just push a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so you saw them in the trail logs.
Yeah. And like kind of flashing back to the PCT real quick. Whenever you're out in the middle of nowhere, you don't have service. Mm-mm. All you have is like what you've downloaded on your phone or a book. And then you have trail logs and people. Yeah. And so it adds like some spice to your day or some entertainment.
Yeah, you're so excited because you start reading through them. You're like, oh my gosh, there's so-and-so. I haven't seen them in like weeks.
I think we actually started taking pictures of the trail logs just so we could read it like later.
Yeah, I did that with the final border trail log because people leave,
like
and
quotes.
Also people leave notes in these trail logs. Like they'll leave a funny note or say something stupid. And they like leave a little tagline sometimes, and but the last at the border, people leave like legit like notes and paragraphs and like their thoughts of the trail. It's really beautiful.
If you're lucky, you find a trail log that's got a trail angel's number in it that you can like Garmin message to come pick you up.
Yes, those are
clutch.
Best.
Those are clutch.
Yeah, but anyway,
none of that on the CT.
That's
it's like
so sad.
very bare bones.
Man.
But I recognize their names from the trail logs. And we hike kind of on and off that day up into climbs. It's kind of a painful day. Okay. Like the climbing and the heat is just really... The heat kicks in after it's been a frigid morning. The heat is like blistering this day.
And is it like super exposed too?
Yeah, these climbs are super exposed. There's really no tree line.
Is this alpine?
This is alpine terrain.
Okay, this is alpine terrain.
Definitely.
At this point, so you're above tree line.
Yeah. So the goal for this day is to get from camp to Highway 149.
Okay.
Which is where you get a hitch into the town of Lake City.
This is when you went to Lake City.
That was the goal for the day, is to get to Lake City.
Bless.
I know. And just to give you an idea of how much climbing this day had, I ended up doing 6,700 feet of vert gain in about 26 miles.
6,700 feet.
Almost 7K of gain.
Wow. Which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Because we would average maybe 4,000 to 5,000 on a hard day on the PCT, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like even on the PCT, I would assess a climb based on this little hike we had in the town we lived in called Georgetown, Colorado.
Oh my God.
We had this trail. It's called the Rutherford Trail.
Side note, yes.
And it's about 0.9 miles in length. And you gain about 600 to 700.
More than that.
Really?
I thought it was like 7, 8, almost 9. It's like 800, I thought.
I don't think it's that close.
Maybe it's 795.
If you want to look it up.
I think it's 795.
Look it up, baby.
Well, no, in our Garmin. Hang on. Okay, let me pull out my Garmin.
Yeah.
Well, mine's going to be different than yours because yours is always more correct.
You should pull it up on All Trails.
Well, you know All Trails is always wrong.
That's true.
It's not accurate.
Well, while you look for that, I can keep going.
Keep going, baby.
I'll keep going.
And I'll just interrupt this message.
Yeah. So in the midst of all that painful climbing and leapfrogging back and forth with these two new guys, Jukebox and Nemo, I end up stopping for lunch, and I have banana pudding for lunch.
Oh, that was the banana. Okay, I remember all this in the tent.
Yeah, I talked about
and
this
I was like,
in the tent,
ooh, banana pudding.
but I definitely didn't go into detail like this in the tent. I didn't. So I didn't have any of these stats with me in the tent, and I was super upset about that.
Oh.
So I've actually, y'all can't see this, but I've written out each day and like the mileage and like the highlights from those days.
He wrote it out. He didn't put it on a computer or nothing.
Wrote it out.
He wrote it.
Paper and pen, baby.
It's adorable.
Old fashioned.
You're so cute.
This is the Stone Ages.
Wait, okay. Hang on. My Garmin's having issues, so sorry guys. Can we, sorry, let's go back. Because I want to explain. So what Wesley would do all the time on the PCT is he would compare this one hike, which was like less than 2 miles long, but the climb was just so intense. That's like a mile or less.
Yeah.
And he would compare these climbs to this climb. Yep. So we might be doing a climb where it's like 1.5 miles or 2 miles. He's like, It's like Rutherford.
It's like 2 Rutherfords.
Yeah, he's like, it's like 4 Rutherfords. Yeah. Like, you would always compare it to this. Because if we could do that, we could do this.
You got to put it into perspective somehow.
You do.
You got to keep yourself sane out there.
You do, because it can get mentally very challenging.
You don't have to worry about it.
I still think it's like $795.
I believe you. I do.
It's more than 600, that's for sure. I thought it was like 800 and something. No, it's not right.
So according to All Trails,
because All Trails is stupid.
It's 679 feet of game.
All Trails is stupid.
I'm just saying, that's what it says.
It's wrong.
Footpath it out.
No, that's too much. Anyways. Fine. All Trails says that, but we all know All Trails is wrong. So it's probably more like 700.
Yeah. So on the PCT and even on the Colorado Trail, when Basecamp wasn't even there, I would compare climbs to the Rutherford Trail.
That's cute.
I'm like, if I can do that, I can do these. It's just a lot of the Rutherfords. No big deal.
Yeah.
And so I was climbing a lot of Rutherfords this day, leapfrogging in and out with those 2 guys. And then I had lunch right by a little creek crossing. And I'm like getting my food out. And to my immediate right, on the other side of the creek, is this big old cow. So a female moose over there.
Moose!
And I think in the last episode, I started talking about
You did, yeah.
Like browsers versus grazers and all that. So I won't go into that. But she was just over there, just browsing, just eating her little vegetation.
Just chilling.
Just minding her own business. She saw me, of course. But she just put her head right back down and kept going. And this is when I make my banana pudding.
That's when you make
This is the most exciting lunch I had the whole time.
Wait, that was your lunch? Was the banana pudding? Or was that like dessert after lunch?
That was like the main meal. And then I just did like little meat sticks and stuff with it.
This is why you lost 10 to 15 pounds.
I mean, I ate banana pudding, like salami sticks and...
It's not enough.
Chips and probably something else.
Not enough.
Whatever. It's like 40-something grams of sugar, so this is perfect.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
It was perfect.
Climbing and for,
This is a dehydrated meal by Packet Gourmet, in case you were wondering.
Get it, Packet.
Yeah, so this wasn't like one of those Jell-O banana pudding mixes. Nah.
I wanted to try that one so bad.
We had dehydrated bananas in this guy.
Dude, Packet Gourmet, actually, they're very authentic food. They try to make it, taste really good, but they also try to give you real ingredients. Uh-huh. It's not just, crappy sugar.
No.
It's more like honey and organic cane sugar. They're going to actually do a really good job.
They'll do you right.
Yeah.
And they actually... So... A few different companies gave me some food to try out on the Colorado Trail. Packet Gourmet was one, Heather's Choice, even Peak Refuel.
Peak
some
Refuel.
Stuff over, and Range Meal Bars.
Yep.
So shout out to all of you. But one of the funny things that was in the pack for Packet Gourmet was a margarita mix. Can you believe that?
I mean, all you gotta do is get a little baby bottles.
Yeah, it's like...
The tequila.
BYOB, bring your own booze.
Pack it out and mix it in with that margarita mix, and you've got a good time.
I mean, that would have been a great thing to have. Because I didn't want to get trashed in the middle of the day with that much sugar. Because I didn't want that much sugar at night. That'd have kept me up.
Okay, I see your dilemma here.
Yeah.
That's a dilemma.
That's true.
Maybe on a 0 day, that would be a good idea.
But not at night.
No. But a 0 when we're just chilling.
That's fine.
Yeah. We still have it, yeah?
We still have it.
All right, next time we do a significant amount of time and have a 0.
Let's do that.
We should pull that margarita mix
up. It's good. Consider it pulled.
It's on.
It's pulled. Yeah.
So.
I enjoyed that banana pudding, and then I haul-tailed it.
You haul-tailed it?
Yeah, because...
Is haul-tailed a word? Did you just make that up?
No,
I haul-tailed it.
It's a Georgia term.
Oh, it's a Southern term. I haul-tailed myself back up that mountain, I did.
I don't talk like that.
Haul-tailed. No, but people do.
People do, and...
We grew up in the South.
And Cuppa, for some reason, thinks I talk like that. He sent me this little, video, this little Southern girl, and she's like, can we keep that dog?
And he's like, Yeti, it's you.
And it's a damn black bear. The girl is wanting to keep it. But I take offense to that.
You do?
No, not at all.
No?
No, we crack fun of him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Jedi! Oi, Jedi! We've got to go, Jedi! Oh, I'll stop.
No. I still think my favorite thing, and this is a very massive side tangent, but when we were hiking up Mount Whitney on the PCT, and Cup, I don't even know if you know this, if you've ever known this, but I remember saying as we were hiking up to Mount Whitney, because I knew you were up there already, and I was like, oh my gosh, if Cuppa has hot English tea up there and offers it to us, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because it's going to be so wonderful.
And lo and behold.
And there you were with your tea. And you had your Yorkshire tea with, I think some milk.
He had milk.
And you had milk. And you offered it to us. And I think I almost started crying. And then you said you had your porridge, your blueberry porridge.
Oh my God, it smelled like a bakery in there. It did. Inside that little hut on top of Mount Whitney. He's making tea and blueberry porridge or some shit.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so that's just a massive side tangent in this whole thing. Because that was great.
That is kind of funny, though.
One of my favorite moments on the PCT for sure.
But yeah, I'm packing up lunch. And Nemo and Jukebox and this other sweet woman
are coming by.
Her name was Julie, I can't remember her trail name.
Okay.
Julia, one of those two.
Okay.
And so on this day, I had met another woman, and she's like, if you find a hiker named Julie or Julia, she has a husband coming to pick her up. So that may be able to get you a ride into Lake City. I was like, so I need to find this woman and befriend her. Just in case.
That's funny.
Just in case.
I don't think I knew this part. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I ended up finding her out there. She was filtering water. And that's how I first met her. And then she hiked by when I was doing lunch, the other two. And I'm like, damn it, I got to catch up with these folks. So I left, crossed the creek. The moose was still over there minding its own business, unfazed
Sweet moose.
by any of these hikers. It's probably inundated with hikers.
Yeah. It just knows.
It knows. And basically there's one more big climb to get up before we reach Snow Mesa. And on this climb, this is the first patch of snow on trail. It's 100-foot long little patch of snow directly on trail, as it always is.
Yeah.
Just persisting on a ledge. You just walk over it and that's the end of it. It's nothing like what we went through in the PCT.
Oh, no. Wait, what's the Snow Mesa? You made a comment and I don't know what that is.
I'm about to get into that.
Okay.
This is one of the most painful things I've ever done.
Is this a climb?
No. So I finally finished that final climb. And you have to do a few really rocky ridges. And
okay.
I mean, they hurt, but it's downhill. So it's nothing
Which
terrible.
is nice, yeah.
And you can see Creed way off in the distance. And this is when I thought I saw smoke coming from Creed's direction.
Oh, Creed, Colorado, the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a fire over there. We never really figured that out. But I catch up with Nemo and Jukebox, and then we all hiked together for a little bit. And we hit this little flat, plateau-looking thing on the All Trails map. And this whole stretch is 5 to 6 miles. It's called the Snow Mesa. And it's a straight line.
It's just a straight line?
Straight. And it's nothing but grassland. It's this grassy mesa with a few poles, lining the straight shot of trail.
Whoa.
You have a cloudy sky above you. And it looks flat on the topo map of All Trails.
Yeah.
I mean, far out. But I swear to God, there were so many little painful climbs on that sucker.
Really?
Oh yeah, and you're just on this for 2 to 3 hours of just grassland with nothing by you.
Oh man,
it's painfully repetitive.
That's like a mind bender.
It's worse than the Green Tunnel.
Really?
I thought it was. I go back and watch my videos of that section, and I'm like, wow, looks like I was really struggling. Yeah. Yeah, I was struggling mentally. I was getting sick and tired of it.
Oh, man.
And there's one of the posts by the trail, they've that's the post where they put all the funny meme stickers and things. And there are comments on it about how this never ends and things like that. Like, make it end.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. So I think if I had started the day on the Snow Mesa, or if I was doing a day hike on it, it would have been like stunning and beautiful, but
like magical.
Because that was at the end of my day.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted that shit to end.
And you're going into a town, so it's like, oh my gosh, when is this going to end?
I know. You keep looking at your little like icon and far out, and you're like, when is it ever going to get to the drop-off? And eventually you do make it to the drop-off. So it's like the final little piece of Snow Mesa. And you get there, and it's all lined with like these baby head-sized rocks. I'm
this is the baby head.
This is more baby heads, yeah. I'm like, dear God, when is this torment stuff?
When is this torment end?
And looking back, it was really a great time. But in the moment, my feet were like in severe pain, and I just wanted to get to Lake City.
Yeah.
On the map, this shit looks flat. This ain't flat. It just keeps going. Good Lord. End it. But you finally get down all the rocky outcropping. It's like something from Oregon. You know how they like line the trail with lava rock?
It's
it's just super painful to walk on.
Very painful.
That's what this was. It was like really painful to walk on. But it only lasted for like a quarter mile. And then it's just like a really steep downhill into the highway. And I met one other guy there. And whenever that other guy, who's for name, I forgot his name.
It's just Guy.
We're just going to call him Guy. He was an engineer though. Really nice dude. This was actually his first long hike. And this was like his graduation gift to himself. Was to go and hike the Colorado Trail.
That's awesome.
But he actually didn't finish it because he had to get back for classes.
Oh, that's that guy.
Same guy. Yeah, he was going back for, I think, a master's in engineering.
Nice.
Yeah, so good on him. The two of us get to the highway, and then Nemo and Jukebox come flying downhill and they catch up. And as luck would have it, a Texan was driving to Lake City. Good old Texans and their big old trucks.
And they're actually very nice at giving rides.
Very nice. And this guy had his wife, his daughter, and a dog in the truck. And he pulls over and like shoves the cooler from the back bed into his truck. And he's like, I think we can squeeze you in here. And,
Did you guys get in the back?
Oh, yeah. We were in the back bed.
I mean, that's perfect. That's like the most ideal hitchhiking. You want a truck where...
That was the most cramped I've ever been.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I had Nemo's like knee in my like jamming into my thigh.
Oh,
the whole ride. But no, it was a fun ride. It was fun to get to like talk to all of them a little bit more.
Yeah.
And when we finally get to Lake City, the Texan and his family like get out the truck and they're really wanting to talk to us. They're like asking all these questions and like wondering why we do stuff like this.
Oh, it's so funny.
And I mean, it's fun to answer, but we finally just got to town and starting to get dark.
Yeah.
And so we go to a brewery.
Of course.
As you do. Forget the name of the brewery.
So there is
in Lake
a brewery
City,
in Lake City. Okay.
But there is a brewery there. And they're really hiker friendly.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
But I forget why we didn't eat there. I think we wanted a very specific like type of burger or something and they didn't have it. So,
I feel like I remember you telling me about this.
So the three of us, like without the engineer guy, we go to the saloon or whatever. And they have...
where you had that huge ass.
Yeah, they have like this huge like back outdoor area with an outside bar, a huge fire pit.
Wow.
This place is like packed. And so we end up just staying there getting beers and burgers. Look at this. Beer. Another beer.
Maybe.
That was one of the highs of the trip, was like that dinner.
Really? Was that the big burger that you sent me that picture of?
That's the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this was still a huge burger. And like that moment by the fire pit, because you can't really do a whole lot of fires on the CT, you're really not supposed to.
Yeah.
Unless you're at a campground. So it was nice to finally have a fire pit and just be able to veg a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
after that, I had planned to go and camp at the RV park because it's free for hikers.
Okay.
And I think they were trying to find like the Raven's Roost Hostel or something.
That sounds...
Some place in town.
Okay.
And so they took like a side road, and like 30 minutes later, they show up at the RV park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I guess they couldn't find it or couldn't get in. But the RV park is a super cool spot. You can just go and pitch your tent in the back by the creek. There's like a hiker like hut and awning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So they're very hiker friendly.
They definitely are.
That's awesome.
But I actually didn't stay up and talk. I just wanted to sleep. So I just went to pitch my tent and crashed, really.
Nice.
And it was lovely.
Oh.
I know. So that was an all in all good day.
And that was day 18?
Yeah. This was like the most CT hikers that I have seen.
The whole time.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So it's the 3 that I hitched in with, and then there's like 5 other CT hikers
that were there
already. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God, there are people hiking this trail.
There are people.
I know. That was kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so day 18 was cool. I had anticipated maybe taking a 0 the next day. But by the time I got up and like went and got a nice breakfast and started to realize like I had to get back here so that we could move to Breckenridge. I was like, I probably shouldn't 0.
Oh man, I texted him panicking. I was like, babe, we've like, if you don't finish within this specific time frame, like we have to move and I can't lift anything because of my shoulder and like, I don't know what we're going to do. And we've got to get out of here by this certain time. And
yeah.
Sweet Wesley was like,
I was fine.
Yeah, but.
Hyperlite has given us a code to share with you all that gets you 15% off your purchase whenever you go and order on Hyperlite Mountain Gear's website. The code is Wesley, WESLEY, 69903. So just plug in that code at checkout and receive your 15% discount. Or you can also go in the show notes and click on the link, which will take you straight to their website and go ahead and have that discount code populated in for you. All right. Hope you find some good stuff out there. Happy trails.
Anyway.
But they had at the RV park, they had like a little, it's not a fire pit. It's like a giant like little furnace.
Oh.
And it's tall. And at like 8 o'clock in the morning, there must have been like 10 of the elders from like town or staying at the RV park just sitting around it.
Just hanging out.
Oh, yeah. Nice as they could be. But they do not like Joe Biden. That's for sure.
They're like it sounded like they were a very heavy, like right-wing conservative area.
It is. There a lot of the ladies, their ringtones were hymns.
No, really?
I kid you not.
And then the men had guns and trucks, right? Like that was like the consensus.
Guns, trucks, and there were less vehicles than there were like these giant like dune buggy looking like 4x.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, everybody had them.
Had those little ATVs.
Yeah, it's kind of like Peachtree City. Everybody drives a golf cart.
Yeah, so everybody drives an ATV there.
Yeah, basically.
ATV. Is that it?
All-terrain vehicle.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. This town cracks me up. But there are American flags everywhere. It's a super like sweet, nice, patriotic town. You just gotta, I felt like you need to be a very specific demographic to fit in well there. I just happened to fit that demographic. Like white 30-something-year-old male from the South. I have an accent. I can fit in with people
so
like
they
this.
loved you.
Yeah. I feel like other people may have had more of an issue. I won't really get into that or like politics, but there's a vibe from the town for sure.
Yeah.
You know sometimes you go into and it's like,
oh yeah,
it's very neutral. This was not that. Which is okay. Everybody's gonna do their thing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you like had breakfast. You did your resupply that day, or like that. Did you do your resupply that morning?
I did. So I had breakfast, and then I had to walk to. What?
Sorry, I was counting out how many days you had left because.
Oh, okay.
If you're in day 19.
Mm-hmm.
And you finished on day 24. That means you have 4.5 days left, right? Or 5 days.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Was that your last resupply? 6?
6
No,
days.
because you finished in 24 days.
I know.
Day 19, if you don't count day 19, I mean.
I hiked on day 19.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about for food.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more days for food.
Well, 4.5, because I picked you up like in around noon.
Yeah, 4.5 really.
So 4.5 days, which is like a pretty standard. So that was your last resupply day?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, I'd planned to have one more stop.
Oh, okay. So you did like a lighter resupply day?
I still packed way too much food just to have it.
I am shocked because you lost like 10 to 15 pounds.
Well,
you just carried a lot of food with you and didn't eat it.
Yeah. But so when I went to do my food resupply,
my heart hurts right now.
I knew I was about to hit the big 30, which is like a 30-mile stretch above tree line through the San Juans. There's like really no easy exit. And so I anticipated taking an extra day of food just in case I got stuck out there.
I get it. In case there's a really bad storm or you never know what could happen.
And there was talk of a really bad storm that was supposed to blow in.
Yeah, and he had actually reached out to me and was like, do you see anything about a storm? And I was like, to be honest, on the radar, I don't see anything. Like, there's nothing that shows the weather's going to be bad.
Yeah, Jukebox, Nemo, and the engineer guy, all of them had, I forget what source they were using, but they had been talking to their hikers, and that was the talk of town. Was a bad storm blowing in.
But the thing is that Colorado always has a bad storm every day almost in the summer. Yeah. Like, you're going to almost always get a lightning storm in the summer, in the afternoon.
That's true.
And then it blows over, and then you're done.
It just sucks that it's out there.
I know, because you're so exposed. Yeah.
And so I was really anticipating the possibility of getting stuck out there an extra day just because of what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So I packed about 3 to 4 days worth of food because I planned to have one more stop before making it to the end. And then I go to like a gear store, pick up what I need. The guy didn't know where their chlorine tabs were.
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
And I actually found them for him.
You found his chlorine tabs,
which was kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was nice. He actually gave me some earplugs for free. I think.
But you never really used them.
No, I got them to try them out, and this is why. Because it's not really easy for me to camp at a campsite by myself. Like, not just alone in my tent, but with no other hikers around.
Is it because it's so quiet, and then if something, like...
It's because it's so quiet. And a lot of the spots that I ended up camping at were really quiet and not by water sources. So there was no white noise. And so I found myself, like, a lot of nights I'd play, like, an audiobook on low volume. Or just to have a noise, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I was able to sleep just fine. But I was like, hey, I wonder if I can try earplugs. Maybe that'll work.
Did they?
I never actually used them.
I found one of those earplugs in your bag.
I bet you did.
Like I guess on our trip to Utah.
Uh-huh.
Was it? Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Well, because a couple of days before all this ever happened, remember I had camped with those other two hikers and the animal had like tripped on my guy wire, my guy line?
Yeah.
Well, the guy never woke up because he had earplugs in. So he never heard any of that. He didn't even hear me making dinner because he had his earplugs in.
Do you think that's safe, though?
I don't think it is. Because, but like, that's just my opinion. Yeah,
because legit, like, after hearing these bear attacks, like, not to say that bears attack all the time, but if something's going to come crazy around your tent, I want to be on full alert. I don't want to be like...
I'd rather be able to hear it than not.
Yeah, I'd want to know it's about to chomp into my leg.
Yeah.
Versus have earplugs in.
I mean, there are pros and cons. I guess if you're camping with a larger group of people, I mean, stuff can still happen in large groups, but
it's very rare.
There's a bigger like safety barrier there.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you have a snorer in the group.
Oh yeah,
so
keeps everything away.
Yeah, wear your earplugs.
So this is day 19.
Mm-hmm.
You resupplied and then you decided to get back on trail. So like everybody around you is like, oh no, there's a bad storm coming in. We're gonna like wait or we're gonna skip ahead.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm just gonna go out there. So you went by yourself back, like you hitched back by yourself?
Yeah, I didn't have anyone else's phone number. So after I did my resupply, I went and like packed my bag and everything back at the RV park. And then I went and That's when I ate the massive sandwich. It was the triple pork sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
So it's pork sausage, bacon, and pulled barbecue.
He sent me a picture of it. It looked like a monster.
And then I ate an entire jug of Talenti. So I was like jacked on sugar.
You're like, I gotta get out back on the trail.
So I'm like,
shaking.
if I have to walk back to the trailhead, I'm going right now.
Burning the sugar off. No, I just want to get though an example of this huge ass sandwich. Like this sandwich was not your ordinary sandwich.
It was like a $25 pork sandwich.
It was like we need to the size. Okay, the height, I'm looking at our smart water bottle. The height of a smart water bottle, the liter.
No, it ain't nearly that
big.
It
was probably about 3/4 up.
It's about the height of a beer can.
No, I think it's higher than that.
No. I had it in my hands. I know what it looks like.
Okay.
I swear, it's about
that picture looked huge.
It's about the height of a beer can.
Maybe it was the angle.
It was the angle. It's all about angle and lighting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It was about the height of a beer can, which is still a big,
it's huge
pork sandwich.
It's probably the biggest sandwich I've ever seen.
So after that and the Talenti, I'm like jacked on sugar.
You got protein and sugar.
So I just hit the main highway because I can't find anybody else. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go out there. If it storms, it storms. I'll do what I can. I've got extra food. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I don't get caught on a ridge with lightning.
Yeah.
And I'm just like walking on the highway. No one's really giving me a hitch at first. They just keep on driving by and like waving.
If only I had been there.
Which does me no good. But I appreciate their support.
They're waving and honking.
Yeah.
Good job, hiker. Even though you're like, but I just want you to take me to the trail.
I know. But finally this one sweet dude pulls over. His car's got like a fishing pole sticking out the passenger window.
Oh, yes.
So we gotta shimmy it out. But I get in and he's actually done the Colorado Trail twice.
Shocker. I mean, most people either... I've done a long trail or are hikers that normally pick you up in a hitch.
Yep. He was actually a really cool guy. So what he was doing is he doesn't live in the immediate area, but he had left caches for himself the last time he had done the trail, which was the year before, and he was driving back through the area picking up his caches.
That is nuts that they were still there.
I know, right?
Wow.
I don't know how he had stored them or if he had buried them
or
what had happened, but
I want to know. How did he...
Yeah.
What did he do?
What secrets do you have?
Did he have bear cans in each place and just dig a hole and hide it? I don't know.
They were in ammo boxes. That's what he told me.
That's what they were in.
Yeah, so they were either locked or buried or just dented the heck up or something. I don't know.
It's brilliant.
It was pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
But he was the guy who, in the last episode, I had mentioned... in the middle of this cow field at the 1,000-mile mark for the CDT sign. There's the little CDT sign that says 1,000 miles, ! Just by it, there's a pile of cow bones. So he's the one who saw the dead cow the year before.
Oh, he's the one who's like, yeah, there was a dead cow in that section. And you're like, well, now there's bones there.
Well, now it's there. It just looks really freaking different.
Wow. I
know. So that was kind of cool to see the guy who had seen the cow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's a weird connection.
Yeah, it is. But he took you back to the trail.
Took me back, and this is the last couple hours of daylight that I have to work with. So I don't actually get a whole lot of miles in this day. I only got, 9.7 and 2,000 feet of gain.
Which is a pretty decent day for going in and doing a resupply.
Yeah, and that was more mileage than I had planned to do. I was only going to do 8. Beautiful cow fields behind us once again. I didn't spend quite 24 hours in Lake City, but kind of just wanted to get back out here and get at least 8 to 9 miles in today. Set me up for the big 30 ridge walk that will be tomorrow. It sounds like we're going to have some rough weather coming this weekend, so I would like to get that out of the way, since most of it is above 12,000 feet, and I don't want to be caught in a lightning storm. So we are out here at about 5:45 in the afternoon. Got dropped off around 5:30, and and it's a beautiful day to be hiking. There was like this icon on the far out map that said yurt. And there were comments saying it's nothing but like a skeleton of a yurt. And there's supposedly like 3 little wooden footbridges. And the third one is like where you get the water, but it's not by the bridge. You have to take a spur trail. It sounds really like complicated.
Mess. Yeah.
So I wanted to get there before dark, but I did not.
So that you could assess the situation.
Yeah.
But you didn't get there before dark.
No, and I didn't get there before dark because I took my ever-loving sweet time because I walked through like a herd of 300 sheep.
Oh, this is when you saw the sheep.
At sunset, and I'm like screwing around taking videos and pictures with them for like 20 minutes.
I mean, those sheep looked adorable, though.
It felt like I was surrounded by a zombie horde. Like the way they were looking at me, I was standing like in the center of them on the trail, and they're spaced like 50 foot away at least, and they're all staring at me. What is happening? Where is that one? This was worth the late start. Oh? Oh, these cute little baby ones. Oh my goodness. Hi. That is a deep meh from a little baby sheep. You all have different voices. This is crazy.
That's so creepy.
It was kind of creepy.
Did you think they were going to attack you at any moment? Like, is that the feeling?
They could have taken me right then and there. I don't know how, but they could have done it.
Good thing sheep are nice.
I know. They were sweet.
Aww.
I know. It was kind of cool to, before I ever actually saw them, I heard them. I'm like, what the hell is that? It sounds
that
like
weird
sheep.
Noise.
And then I like get to the top of a little hill because it's a climb up to this whole thing. And I see them. And I'm like, dear God, there's so many.
Oh my gosh.
And so I was super stoked to see all those things.
Yeah.
But then I finally get to where like the footbridges and the yurt skeleton thing is supposed to be. This is like the Jerosa Mesa area is what they called it.
Okay.
And I get there, it's pitch black. There's got to be like at least 10 different tents pitched around this area.
10 tents?
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 at the bottom. And then if you climb up a little bit higher, there's the rest of them, like a small little army.
Whoa.
I find this like third wooden footbridge thing, and there's a little like clear cut in the shrubs.
No way.
And you have to take this for about a minute, and then you finally reach the water, which is like trickling down the hillside. It's kind of cozy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like surrounded in this little hole of bushes.
So there was a camp spot there?
Nope. So I had to climb up another mile.
That's why you had to climb 9.
Yeah, so I'm climbing up through the woods, and it's a crap ton of deadfalls. But then I get to, it doesn't like stop climbing, but it levels out a little bit. And it's like this relatively open, I call it like a conifer meadow.
Okay. Because
it was like dirt, a little bit of grass, and there were little like fir trees everywhere.
Like baby fir trees?
Like a lot of baby fir trees everywhere. And so I'm looking for a campsite, and there's like one other tent pitched up there, which makes me feel so much better.
Yeah.
That I'm not just pitching by myself because I don't know what's around me.
Right.
And when I finally get in, I hear like so much animal commotion. And it's like all these elk like bellowing like in the woods. And it wasn't like rutting season. I don't know what they were doing.
They're just singing a choir, but like a chorus.
Yeah, but I'm like, what the hell?
What do they sound like?
I mean, I can't even like recreate it. But it was like a bull sound.
We should find it and put it in the episode.
I will do that.
Yeah, because I'm curious what it sounds like too. Is it like a more of a screechy sound, or is it like a sound? Like...
So whenever you're listening to this episode, you can expect to hear the sound of an elk right about now. The night was uneventful.
Uneventful. No elk came by your tent.
No elk came by.
That's shocking.
Had a lovely morning the next day.
Yeah? Had your coffee.
Had my coffee.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Oh, man, I don't know.
You don't remember? Did you do pastries or did you do oatmeal? What was your...
I was doing protein bars.
Oh, the range meal bars, yeah.
Protein and range meal bars.
Okay.
Yeah. But this morning, I think I started with Pop-Tarts.
You did Pop-Tarts.
And then I had... They weren't Pop-Tarts. They were like the Great Value Pop-Tarts, which are like the Walmart brand.
Did you find them in a hiker box?
Yeah, I did.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. But I had those, and I'm like walking up this little climb, which is supposed to take you to the high point of the Colorado Trail.
The highest point.
Yeah, but what I thought was the top was like one of 3 fault summits.
Of course.
Of course, that's how it goes.
Always.
Yeah, but this is actually where I pulled out my my range meal bar with the chocolate and coffee.
Okay.
Because,
yeah.
Because I needed a bump.
You needed some caffeine.
I got into camp so late the night before I didn't eat dinner.
You had a sugar. You didn't eat dinner?
No, I was just ready to go to bed.
This is why you lost 10 to 15 pounds.
No.
Yes. See, if he had been with me, so for those of you who don't know, on the PCT, Wesley gained like 20 pounds, 30?
Saw the thighs, baby.
30 pounds?
Quads.
He gained. Wait, and
20,
everybody was amazed. No.
It was like 20.
No, because you were so skinny before we left. It was like 100, you were like 170 something pounds. And then when we finished the trail, he was like 206. It was all muscle. And he would always eat, and I would make sure he would eat. I was always like, babe, did you eat? Babe, did you eat your snack? Babe, did you eat? Okay, we gotta eat dinner. And he gained 30 pounds. And then this trail, I see him at the end, and I'm like, dear God, what did you do? Did you ever eat?
I did eat. I ate so much.
See, you didn't eat dinner that night, though.
Not that. That's
this is like a confession.
That was the only night I didn't eat dinner. I'm telling you.
Even a bar? Just something?
I had some jerky.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had something, but I didn't want to cook.
Okay, so then we're
just
into
ate what I had. This is day 20.
Day 20.
Yeah.
And you said that you had the range meal bar because you're hiking, you're struggling, you're sucking the hind tip.
Yeah,
right
I need a caffeine and a sugar.
Probably
bump.
a sugar crash from yesterday, the day before.
Yeah. But I do make it to the high point, and
what was it like? What was the scenery like around you?
I mean,
at this point?
This is the Big 30. So this is.
I'm just trying to get a picture.
Yeah, so this is completely exposed above tree line. The only vegetation you've got out there is a bunch of grass. And then you have these alpine shrubs that look like willows, spruce, whatever, pine tree. Not even pines, just like spruce and fir. So conifers, like evergreens. Stuff that can live at these high elevations. But other than that, there's no actual tree line. So there's nowhere to go and find protection from weather.
Did you though have to hike up into that though? You didn't start in the Big 30 when you hiked.
Pretty much where I camped was the beginning of it.
It was the beginning of it.
Pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
So were you in forest before that? Tree line?
Yeah, so that the yurt skeleton up to where I camped was really thick old growth forest with a lot of deadfalls.
Oh, that's where the deadfalls were. Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
And where I camped was the baby
It was
conifers.
the beginning of the Big 30.
Yep. And so that whole morning after breakfast is all super exposed alpine. And then you continue that up to the high point. And the high point is what, I wrote it down here. It's 13,271 feet.
Nice.
Is the high point of the CT.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a nice little achievement to rack in.
Yeah. Now, are you seeing mountain terrain around you?
Everything.
Are you seeing landscape? What are you seeing?
It's rolling mountainous tops and then sheer drop-offs and then jagged San Juan multicolored peaks in the background.
So it's beautiful.
Oh, this is the most beautiful stretch of the whole trail.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that climb up to the high point was one of the most beautiful stretches.
Really?
Yeah. And it was funny too because I was trying to enjoy the scenery and there were these 2 older guys and the guy in the front was probably 3/4 of a mile ahead of his buddy. And his buddy is right in front of me, so I catch up and pass him. He's lathering sunscreen on his face, and he's like, "Where's the trail go?" And I'm like, "I think it switchbacks just up here." And then it goes up to that peak over there. And he's like, well, I don't see it. And he's just this super cranky, ornery guy.
How old are these guys?
So the slower one was in like probably his 60s.
Okay.
And the other one up top, maybe early 60s.
I mean, good job to them.
Good job to them.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm like, how can you have a bad attitude like out in this?
Yeah.
Like, this is some of the most beautiful terrain. This is like on par with like Mount Whitney area.
Wow.
It's different style terrain because Whitney's like really like sharp, jagged, exposed rock.
Yeah.
But this is still stunning.
What's a comparison of a hike that we've done that you can compare it to? Just so I can like see it in my head.
It's like the 4 Pass loop, but for 30 miles.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
yeah.
The 4 Pass loop is gorgeous.
And you're up on a ridge the whole time, so you're not like down in the valleys.
Wow.
You're like up seeing it all. The 4 Pass loop in what was
it's
it?
The
Snowmass Maroon Bells area?
Yeah, if you want a visual, then like Google the 4 Pass loop. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, those are the rock. Well, I mean, they're really all the Rockies, but these.
They're in the Aspen area.
Yeah, that's the Aspen area, so not the San Juans.
Yeah, but those are gorgeous. I mean, that's a stunning hike. So to compare it to that is really beautiful.
I would say that it was quite a great day.
Aw, but did you have any water up there, or did you have to carry your water?
So there is plenty of water.
Oh, there is up there. Okay.
Not up to that point, but down and past, there are lots of alpine lakes and little streams.
Oh, okay. That's true. I forgot about alpine lakes up there.
Yeah, and actually after the high point, I had way more water than I could have ever wanted because this was the day that it rained and hailed on and off.
I was going to ask if this was...
the entire half of the day.
That's what I was going to ask, if that was this day.
That is this day.
So when did it start raining and hailing?
I'm going down from the high point, and about 2 or 3 miles later, we're in this like valley. You can see black clouds in the distance. There are little alpine lakes here and there, and I catch up with this older hiker. I didn't catch his name at first, but I catch up to him, pass him, sit down for lunch. He passes me, and then we both start to go up the next climb together. And I start talking to him, and his name is the Dude.
The Dude! I feel like he'd be so cool to hang out with.
Oh, yeah. He's also probably in his 60s. He's done the CT a few times. I mean, he's a cool guy.
Yeah. You loved...
I love the Dude, yeah.
I feel like he was one of your favorite people on trail.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. So you guys, like, you see dark clouds in the distance, you've had your lunch, and then you start hiking.
And then we start hiking together. And again, we do like a leapfrog thing before we actually hike together.
And are you like going up and down in this space, or are you like straight? Like, since you're in alpine terrain, what was it like?
Yeah, like the whole Big 30 is just up and down.
It's just up and down. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll have stretches of like ridge walking, and then you have steep descents and then sharp inclines. I mean, it's just kind of what you expect when you're up that high.
Okay.
And so we're just going through that terrain. The clouds keep getting closer and darker.
Oh, gosh.
And he and I are, we start to finally hike together whenever the wind starts to pick up. Oh. And we can see like lightning flashes and a little bit of thunder going on off in the distance.
And you know that's not good, especially being up at that terrain.
It wasn't good. And we'd gotten to like a little valley, and we were talking about possibly pitching there because it looked like the weather was about to just
turn. Yeah.
But we decided to keep going, and so we're climbing up by this little creek, and this is when the heavens open up. So
do you feel like it was a it was a bad mistake that you didn't pitch then, or do you think it was okay that you kept going?
I think it was okay that we kept going because we never had lightning on us.
Okay.
Only thunder and rain and hail.
But
lots of fog.
But thunder happens because of lightning. Thunder only can happen if lightning is present.
Yeah, but the lightning wasn't near us.
Oh, it wasn't near you. Okay. Yeah. So you never saw a lightning bolt.
We never saw it, no.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so we were good there. And so I like use my technique. I pull out the Tyvek and I post up and wait for the rain to break a little bit. Uh-huh. But he's got an umbrella, so he keeps going up. So
he just kept going?
He just kept going up.
Wow.
So I get my little Tyvek situation going, and I'm sitting there like crouched by some bushes by the creek. And this is actually the creek that he and I had just filtered water from.
Okay.
And I'm like posted up just a few feet above where we had pulled water from. And I'm like, what is that smell?
Oh, gosh.
At first it smelled like mothballs or something. And then it started to open up into like the smell of shit. And it was someone's crap right there on top of the ground, like toilet paper.
By the water.
Right by the water, just above where we had filtered.
Oh.
And if it had rained even one time after that poop had happened, it was probably like leaching slowly into the water.
Oh, that's so gross.
So I chlorinated my water after that.
Smart.
Yeah. Real big trick of the trade. One thing I always promote is carrying chlorine tabs too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can take a filter, which is great. But sometimes you just want to be extra careful.
Yeah. Especially when you're in cow ponds.
Especially when you're in cow area.
Especially. So you hung out there. How long did the storm last?
Man, I was there for maybe like 5 minutes, and then it broke a little bit. Mm-hmm. But it was raining heavy. And this is again on one of many climbs. And at the top, I met a mountain biker who was biking the CT, but he was going no
the other way,
so the opposite way. And I was like, "Hey, what does the weather look like on the other side of this ridge?" And he's like, "Exactly the same."
Oh, man.
I'm like, "Well, we're committed at this point."
Yeah, you're in it.
We were in it to win it. And so for the next 3 hours, well, 2 to 3, somewhere in there, I can see the dude like probably a half mile in front of me. I see his little umbrella like bobbing up and down, but I never catch him. It really just goes through like these spurts of rain and hail and rain and hail. And I've gotten to the point where I can't even keep myself dry. My rain jacket is like drenched.
This is surprising to hear.
Why?
Just because you hate being wet.
Well, I had no option. I had to keep going.
You couldn't pitch the tent?
I mean, I could have pitched the tent, but it was going to get soaked. Because it's the two-piece. So I would have had to pitch like the body first, and it's going to get soaked before I can get the fly on it.
Because it's a downpour. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you're like, I might as well just keep going.
And so it never, whenever I get to the top of the climb and I like talk to that mountain biker, it never stops raining. It's drizzling the whole time, even if it lets up.
Okay.
So it's like heavy rain, drizzle, hail, heavy rain, drizzle, hail. It's like a cycle. And you can see the clouds like rolling in towards you. But like way off into the distance, you can see an open sky and you can see sun shining.
Blue and sun.
And I look on the map and I'm like, it looks like the trail goes that way. So I'm like, if I can just keep going, I can get some sunshine. And
just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. And there were a few points where it was a little sketchy because I started to get pretty cold. And my shoes were getting soaked. My pack was getting wet.
Were you having any PTSD?
No.
You weren't? Okay.
No PTSD, but I was like, if this doesn't let up, I need to like find a spot to pitch.
Yeah. To get warm.
Get warm.
Yeah.
And, again, it never stopped drizzling, but it let up the hail and the rain. I like got closer and closer to that little sunny spot.
The heavens.
And I kid you not, after about 2.5 hours of hiking like on and off in that garbage, like shoes like slopping around in the mud, like hard to even get traction on some of these climbs, I get to the sunny area and there's a rainbow.
Oh,
there's a rainbow in that sunny area, and like 2 switchbacks above me is the guy. And he's like, look at that.
Dude, aww.
Yep.
That's so magical.
The
it feels like such
there.
a reward.
It was. We're getting rained on off and on for the last few hours. I'm soaked. But here's a payoff. Right here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, there's the beginning of a second one. It's almost a double rainbow. This freaking storm. Just gonna hike it to the clear skies. It's so windy, the rain is still blowing in us. It's like
so
still
you're
blowing
still
in our direction.
feeling it even though it's not over you?
So yeah, we're still feeling it even though it's not directly above us. But we counted our blessings.
Yeah.
We hiked down to the next I think it was a pass, and he decided to pitch his tent.
He was done.
Yeah, he was done. He was pretty wet too, and he didn't want to get too cold, and he didn't want to camp up high.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we pitched by a lake, and I forget the name of it, maybe like Ann or something like that. But I'm glad I didn't end up pitching there. I kept going.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, the next day he actually told me that his stuff was frozen.
It was so cold because being by a lake.
Yeah.
Oh, it always feels like a beautiful place to pitch until you're camping by an alpine lake, and then it turns so frigid.
Yeah. And he was like in that little pass area, and I felt like it was going to funnel wind. Oh. And I don't know if it did or didn't, but...
Yeah. But it sounds like he didn't have a good time.
Yeah, he didn't have a great night. It sounded like. So I do continue going up one more climb.
Okay.
Just so I can get like another 1.5, 2 miles in. And at the top, the rain is completely like dissipated by this point. There is a guy with a tent pitched right by this like super high alpine lake, completely exposed. His name is Papa Bear.
Oh.
And I talked to him. Sweet Papa Bear had been planning to hike the CT for about 7 years. And this was his dream. And by this point, what day is this? This is day 20. This is August the 10th. Mm-hmm. He'd been out there since like late June.
Which is
so he is taking
a month
his
and a half.
Sweet time.
Yeah. And how old was Papa Bear?
He's probably 50s.
Okay.
But he was just enjoying it. He was like, yeah, I've got a buddy coming to meet me tomorrow. Aww. We're going to hike like 2 to 4 miles and be a nice like leisurely pace.
Aww.
So yeah, I appreciated his attitude after a day of...
Yeah.
A half day of what felt like sucky weather and like a sucky experience.
Yeah. Did you pitch by him?
I thought about it. I really did.
But you didn't do it.
No, because I just didn't want to get caught up there in case the rain came back.
Yeah.
Because there were still clouds around us and I didn't know which way they were going to blow.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a little bit lower down into the valley, which actually was by this mountain called Sheep Mountain.
Sheep Mountain.
Yep. And there was a spot on far out that said you could pitch. It was occupied by one other guy, whatever. So I just grabbed some water and keep going. And I find this like grassy knoll outcropping thing that looks out over the valley.
Oh, I bet it's gorgeous.
And lo and behold, there is a sheep farmer.
Oh, this is where you saw the dog. Okay.
So
this is where that was.
This is where that was.
Oh, that looks so beautiful.
So I walk out on like that little grassy outcropping and I find a decent spot to pitch. It's like covered in sheep poo because I mean this is like a sheep herder's like valley.
Yeah.
By Sheep Mountains, which is appropriate. And I start to pitch my tent and I kid you not, out of freaking nowhere, this shepherd, so sheep herder, shepherd, whatever, the shepherd climbs up the side of the thing that I'm on. And he's got 3 dogs. He climbs up the side of it like it's nothing. And he's got 3 dogs with him. 2 are grown, 1 is a sweet puppy. And he doesn't speak a lick of English. I only speak like very broken Spanish. But I was able to ask him enough if it was okay for me to camp there. And he's like, yeah. He told me that he was camping out there too, and he pointed to his tent.
I love that. I bet you felt safer too, knowing that he was out there.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you could hear the sheep. And I actually, that entire night, I heard the sheep like
the
bawling.
Whole night.
Yeah.
Is that when earplugs would have been good? I guess.
No, it was a good white noise.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like aggressive sounding. It's just like very faint, like bawling, like off in the distance. So it was perfect. But all my shit was soaked. And my feet were toe up.
That's when your feet were messed up. How many miles had you done that day?
23.39.
Which is pretty damn good in the rain.
But it was 5,200 feet of gain.
Which is a lot.
In the rain, hail, and the mud. So that was an achievement.
Yeah.
So I was proud of myself for that one, even though my feet were pretty trash.
Yeah.
But found a solid campsite. Grateful for that. You kind of count your blessings whenever you're out there. Because the trail does provide.
It does. Okay, so that was the end of day 20.
That was the end of day 20.
And
it was a bear of a day, for sure.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that night, though, because weren't you, camped in a very exposed area?
Yeah, it was like a little step out in the middle of the valley. And it was exposed, but there was no rain. Everything was just damp and humid.
You didn't have any wind, though, that night?
No, it's very quiet.
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, you woke up and...
There were more sheep. More sheep everywhere. And when I actually started to get out of my tent, and I tried to find some big rocks to hang my EE quilt on. And all of a sudden, one of the 3 dogs from the shepherd, his puppy, the youngest one, comes running up the hill and is like jumping all over my legs.
Oh.
And just showing me all this love. And it was a great way to start the morning.
I was going to say, what an awesome experience to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Aww. And he was such a cute puppy.
It really was.
Wesley showed me videos of the puppy, and oh my gosh.
It's the cutest black and white puppy.
What type of dog was it again? It's one of those herding dogs.
Honestly, I don't know.
The black and white dogs.
I just called it a herding dog.
Yeah. There's a specific type of dog, and I can't for the life of me remember what type of breed they are, but they're known as herding dogs.
It's not an Australian shepherd.
No.
It's a little bit different than that, I think.
Yeah.
So one of the shepherd's sweet puppies keeps coming to play with me. Oh my goodness, hi. Hi, sweet thing. Are you doing okay? Hi. Oh my goodness. You're so sweet. Hey, don't bite.
Anyway. Started your day?
Yeah, the shepherd called his dog.
Puppy?
Called the puppy back, and he bolted downhill.
Oh.
I know. What a good obedient dog.
I know. Didn't ignore him.
No. I remember a lot of Pika and marmot that morning.
You do?
Yeah, because they were camped in the rock areas around me.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. And they started doing their chirps and their eeps.
Oh my gosh.
All those sounds.
Can you explain to people pikas and marmots? Like, can we just take a pause here and talk about pikas and marmots? Because Wesley, is getting his degree in ecology right now.
Yeah.
And so he actually studied marmots and pikas a lot this semester. It was a really big part of his study. Uh-huh. Because wasn't that one of your big
my 2 big projects. One was over pikas, and the other was over the marmot.
So I learned a lot from his studies because it was adorable. But can you talk a little bit about them?
Yeah, I actually saw a lot of stuff happening that day. I didn't know actually what it was until after this last semester of classes.
Really?
Yeah, so I left camp and I'm hiking along. I think it was called Story Pass Road, Stony Pass. Story Pass sounds right.
Okay.
And after I got beyond that, it was like a dirt road. Like a lot of the passes are. On the side of the trail, I keep seeing little pikas with mouthfuls of grass and flowers and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? I'm like, they must be sticking it in their little dens or whatever for the winter. But so what I found out about pika, so they're actually they're not rodents per se. They're part of their rabbit family, the Lagomorphs. And what they do is in the spring, so they don't hibernate. They're awake 365 days of the year, but in the winter their activity goes way down.
And they live in alpine terrain. That's their environment.
They live in alpine terrain, and whenever spring comes around, they'll come out of their dens a lot more, and they'll go and do one of 2 things. They'll either forage or they'll hay. So when they forage, they're going out and they're picking those juicy, like high calorie forbs or grasses, and they'll eat them and they ingest it, and they get the caloric value right then and there almost. And since they're of the rabbit family, what they'll do sometimes is they'll eat, they'll poop, and then they'll eat their poop again. Sometimes up to a few times to get the most bang for their buck. They'll get all the calories out. Because some of those high starch vegetables or grasses are hard for them to get all the calories out of the first time.
So they get them again the second time when they eat their own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the other thing that they'll do when they're not foraging is they'll hay. And so they'll go and they'll get a lot of these grasses or other leafy types of vegetation or even flowers, and they'll lay them on rocks, and they'll let the sun dehydrate this vegetation so that they can stick it in their dens and eat it over the winter. And the reason that they dry it out is so it doesn't mold.
That's so cool.
Isn't that amazing?
That is so, so cool. Like that they know to do that.
Yeah, they're the cutest little things.
And then they go, Pee!
Yeah, they're about the size of a potato. And if you look up information on a pika, a lot of the sites will compare them to a potato.
Yeah, they're really cute and furry and fluffy and make little beep sounds.
A big beep sound.
Yeah. And then the other thing I found interesting that you told me that you learned is that they're not, are they on like a watch list right now of like, because they're not endangered yet.
No, they were denied from being put on the Endangered Species Act because there wasn't enough information about them. Ever since then, there's been a lot of monitoring of pikas because they're ecosystem indicators. They have like a very specific temperature range that they need to live in, and if it gets too hot outside, they can have a heat stroke in the summer. So they need to go up higher in elevation, and if they're
that's right. What's their temperature?
So they can withstand temperatures. It's kind of rough, but between about between 14 Fahrenheit and about 73 to 74 Fahrenheit. And if it exceeds 73 or 74 for too long, they can have that heat stroke.
They can die.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah, I mean their internal body temperature is about 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Golly.
So they're burning calories pretty quick. But they're hot, so they need to stay in cold environments.
So the more global warming is happening and like melting things, that's another reason why pikas are important for like what's happening.
Yeah. So in the winter, so they've got that hot like internal body temperature, but they stay in their dens a lot of the time, and the dens are covered with snow, and the snow acts as an insulator.
Yeah.
So the more it's insulated, the less calories they burn. So they still have their hay that they're eating during the winter, but they're burning less calories if it's insulated well. So if you have cold temperatures with less snow, which is kind of what we are starting to see more of, then they have less insulation in their dens, but they're still burning all these calories because it's so darn cold outside.
Oh.
So it can cause the pikas to go into a calorie deficit.
Oh.
And if that happens,
they'd starve.
That leads to mortality, yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Now, okay, marmots are my favorite animals. Like, they're just the most random creature because they're these little fat blubber balls, and they're so lazy, in my opinion. Like, they're just they're sitting on a rock and they're just like soaking up the sun.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, they're like spaz running the other direction.
I don't even think it's running. It's more like waddling.
It's funny though.
I know, because when they run, they're like they're shaking their butts and their tail is flopping all over.
And they're just so cute. They're so cute.
They're savages.
But apparently I found, like, Wesley started telling me stuff and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
They're savage.
They're savage. Yeah. So in Colorado, the pika, Ochotona princeps, whatever, that's the scientific name. The marmot that we have in Colorado we only have one type. Mm-hmm. It's the yellow-bellied marmot. And there are other types, like the hoary marmots over in Washington. They're bigger, a little bit more rugged than these.
And they make that whistle pig sound.
Yeah, the whistle pig is a
here,
nickname for marmots.
Yeah, whereas here they don't make that noise. They make more of a squeaking noise, kind of like pikas.
Yeah, it's kind of like a squeaking noise. Marmots are actually the largest member of the ground squirrel family.
That's right. They're part of ground squirrels.
So yeah, they're technically part of the ground squirrels.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah. And unlike pikas, marmots do hibernate.
They do.
Uh-huh. And similar to pikas, they need that like really thick snowpack to insulate their dens so they don't hit a calorie deficit. Because marmots don't hay, they don't store food. They eat what they eat in the spring and the summer, And whenever late fall and snow starts coming down, they go in and that's it. If they don't have enough, they don't have enough. So,
wow.
Yeah, it can be a little scary for them.
Well, and then you were saying what I didn't know about marmots was a few things. And one was that when they lay out in the rock and they're sunbathing. Mm-hmm. Why are they doing that?
So this is a crazy fact. So the marmots, they are not on the Endangered Species Act right now, but their stupid habits. So they are only outside of their den for a certain amount of the time, usually during the daylight hours in the late spring and summer. And only 15% of that time is spent eating. The rest of the time, they're lying around, sunbathing. They're letting out warning calls. And part of the reason they sunbathe, one, because they get cold easily.
They don't have hot temperatures.
Not like a pika. So they need to sunbathe so that they can go and eat.
so they have to sunbathe.
Yeah.
Just to get warm enough
to go and eat. They're such divas, is what they are.
They are. They're very bougie.
They're little drama queens.
They're like, oh, I must be warm before I go and find my food.
Yeah. But they are a little bit larger than a pika. They're probably the size of, like, imagine a dog between the size of a Chihuahua and, like, a terrier. It's about somewhere in that size range.
Yeah, they can get pretty fat.
Yeah, they can get just under about 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So they do get fat.
And then the other thing you said is that they will kill the babies sometimes.
Yeah. So they live in communal den settings. And the same as the American pika that we already talked about. But they'll live in these den settings. And a lot of other species where infanticide happens, that's whenever they kill the infants. It's usually a male killing an infant, usually a male infant. But for the marmots, it's females.
It's the female killing a female infant.
Yeah, so the females will kill some of the female babies sometimes.
So, like, the moms don't have mother instincts. Like, they're just like, oh, there's too many of you. Let's kill you.
No, I mean, they do. They take care of their pups whenever they're born.
Oh, they do?
And until they can start doing things for themselves and eating vegetation. But, yeah, they will sometimes kill the female pups if there are too many because
food.
They don't want to be out-competed.
Oh, my gosh. That's so...
I know. So the females are hot commodities in these den settings.
The females?
Yeah.
And then, didn't you say, though, that they'll... Is it those that will die if they don't have enough food through hibernation, like the kids? Good?
Yeah.
Like, they got to figure this out.
So what we're kind of seeing is that the overwinter... So that's the 8 months that they're hibernating. The mortality rate has gone up for those pups that are below the yearling status. So they're not a year old yet. So they'll have the pups and they'll go through spring and summer. Sometimes they'll have like 1 litter. Sometimes it's 2. And if those pups haven't had enough time to get enough calories in their body before winter comes around, then they'll die in the dens.
So sad.
Yeah, they'll
just starve to death.
Yeah, they hit a calorie deficit and they can't really do a whole lot about it.
Poor things.
I know. But we've been seeing marmots coming out of hibernation earlier with these warmer temperatures. Oh. So they have longer foraging times now.
Okay.
So that might have kind of a positive effect on marmots.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's for the yellow-bellied marmots.
Anyway, I just wanted you to share your knowledge about pikas and marmots with everyone because I thought that was really cool.
They're fascinating.
Yeah.
And again, these are alpine and subalpine animals. So they live between, 8 to sometimes 14,000 feet.
Yeah.
So they're up there in these rocky taluses underneath rocks.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Very little vegetation up there. So.
Yeah. So that means they have to go down then to like...
Yeah, they go down and deep inside the rocks and the little burrows that they dig.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But anyway, so you were hiking that day. This is day 21?
Day 21, yeah.
And you said you saw a lot of pikas and marmots that day.
Yeah, and a lot of pikas with mouthfuls of stuff. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? And now I know they were literally preparing for the winter.
They were preparing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't spend enough time looking at like the rock areas because that's where they live, but I wish I could have seen big piles of their vegetation. They were drying out. It would have been kind of cool to see.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, so now I'll start looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, that day, once I got past all that, and I was like fascinated by all these rodents and rabbit family descents and stuff. It was finally time to get out of the Big 30. And I was glad for it because the day before, last time, it had been raining heavy.
Yeah.
The hail and all that stuff. Yesterday was a very difficult day for me. Didn't matter how many double stuffed Oreos, Pop-Tarts, whatever other food I had. I just couldn't get a whole lot of energy, especially on some of these climbs. And I guess it's because most of this terrain out here is above 12,000 feet, and just being at this elevation for that long just plays a factor in lethargy, and you're not having as much energy to power through these climbs. But anyways, so that and just the rain and constant mist that seemed to be like a shadow just following me. It was definitely hitting the morale. You can only stop and hide underneath your Tyvek for so many periods before it wears you out. But after 2 to 3 hours of that, we hiked towards the sun, and the sun delivered. We had a huge rainbow. Felt like a promise that the rain was done for the day, and it was. And I ended up going a little bit further, finding this campsite, speaking to this farmer, actually a shepherd, as best I could because he didn't speak English, only Spanish. And he let me camp there, and all night I heard sheep bleating, dogs barking, and actually it was kind of nice. So turned out to be a good day despite being very difficult physically and mentally for me. So glad for that. And this day, the skies were clear, just a few clouds, and they didn't look like rain clouds. And it was only, I think, 5 or 6 miles maybe before I hit a big downhill that would take you out of the Big 30 and down towards the Animas River.
The Animas?
The Animas.
Oh, Animas is what it was called?
Yeah, it's called the Animas River.
So it's a big river.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to cross it?
Yeah, but there's a little bridge.
Oh, of course there was.
Yeah, there were no hard water crossings on the Colorado Trail.
Well, for anyone that's interested, there you go. You don't have to do any crazy water crossings like the PCT.
Yeah, the PCT just tells you to figure out how to get across.
Oh, yeah. It's like, see this huge rushing rapid? Just
like, that's your challenge for right
luck.
Now. Yeah. You have PTSD from that.
I do. But the CT, though, that's great to know there were bridges at any water crossings.
Any substantial one, yeah.
Gosh.
The little itty-bitty creeks, you could just hop on a single rock and
right.
be good.
Gosh, so spoiled.
We were spoiled on that one. But, so, I get to the end of the Big 30. It's finally the end, and I look down, and you can see, I don't know, like 20 to 30 switchbacks, like steep, sharp switchbacks going downhill. And it's like cutting through this grassy field between these really red-looking rocks.
What?
Super cool.
That is cool.
And you get down those switchbacks, and that's actually where I caught the dude again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he goes slow on downhills because of his knees, but he's pretty quick on the uphills.
Yeah.
So I caught him going down, and at the bottom of all those switchbacks in that red rock, there's a huge, like, door carved out of the rock, and it was an old mining area.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That was cool. And it's right by a creek. It's called Elk Creek. And the creek bed was largely red, and it kind of smelled, so there's some sulfur definitely
around the area.
Around that area. And this is the steepest part of the whole damn trail right here.
Really?
Yeah, the descent from Elk Creek is ankle breaking for a while. And it's not like smooth trail. It's all on rock and scree.
Ooh.
So it's super easy to just trip and hurt yourself. And I don't know how he did it. But I turned around and there was some... He called it an old-timers trail. There was some trail that the dude had found, like, right beside the Colorado Trail, but it was all smooth and, like, warm.
What?
Yeah, he's like, I've learned this on my many times hiking the CT. I'm like, well, I guess it kind of pays to do it a few times, and you notice stuff you didn't the first time.
So is it connect you to the CT? Like, does it go off the path, or...
Yeah, so I whipped around and did like a little bubble.
Yeah.
In the straight line for the descent. And he just took a straight line all the way down. Someone else had started it and people had just kept taking it. And I didn't even see it. It's like off trail.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, so we took that.
That's funny.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, the dude. And at the bottom is whenever you hit a forested area. So you're finally out of the big 30, you're back in forest. And I remember the dude telling me that he was here the year that huge avalanches happened in the area.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so they were having to climb over hundreds and hundreds of downed trees.
Yeah, that had like the avalanches had taken them down.
Avalanche had taken them down. And since then, the trail's been cleared or rerouted, but you can still see all the trees piled up down in the bottom of the valley.
Wow.
You're like, wow, that's a lot to have come down.
Can you imagine doing it in winter?
That would be intense.
Could you even do it in winter? You'd probably have to glissade down it.
You could probably do it in the winter, but it wouldn't be easy.
Would you glissade down it then?
Down the Elk Creek area?
Yeah.
Probably.
Just get your ice axe out and crampons and just go.
It's still pretty steep,
It'd probably be fast.
You would need to do a very slow, controlled
glissade.
Yeah, that would be pretty scary.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I lost the dude after that because I sat on a rock to eat lunch. Okay. And it wasn't until after I was already eating that I realized there were massive deadfalls like right behind me.
Oh, gosh.
But the views were so great. I could like look up and through the canopies of the trees and see the mountains across the way.
Oh. The San Juan.
We're still in the San Juans.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed a lovely little lunch there by myself with the mosquitoes. Honest to God, I probably tallied about 40 mosquito kills. I actually...
so the mosquitoes were... Oh, man, I forgot it was July.
Because it's a wet area.
I mean, August. Wow.
Yeah, but I developed a really great strategy. Just use myself as bait.
Okay.
And then as soon as they land on you, just kill them.
You just smack them.
Yeah, just smack them like that. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that.
Da, 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 da,
smack
da,
that. Give me some more.
Smack that.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the dude had gone on, and I didn't see him the rest of the day. He said he was going to hike down to and somewhere around the Animus and probably camp down there.
Okay.
But I didn't see him when I got down there.
Unless he was, like, hidden.
I mean, he knows all these secret paths and hidey holes.
Spots. He probably has some secret camp spot over there.
He's probably left himself caches out there.
Probably.
Just to go and enjoy.
Yeah.
But I hiked past the Animus, and it was probably about 2 hours before dark, and there was a massive climb as soon as you cross the Animus.
Oh, boy.
And that's where everybody was more or less camping. There were 3 different campsites over there, and they'd all been occupied, and people were like, oh, are you going up today? I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get to Molas Lake Campground, which was my goal. And it was basically at the top of this larger climb.
How many miles did you have?
I think it was about 4 to 5.
Okay. And what time was it in the day?
Oh, man. I can actually look right here and tell you. So I crossed the lake around 5:30.
Okay.
And when was it getting dark then? Around 8?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, about 8 o'clock. So 2.5 hours of daylight.
Okay.
But there were definitely clouds rolling in.
Oh, no.
Of course.
PTSD. You're like, oh, no.
And honestly, it was not, the climb wasn't nearly as bad as people were saying it was, or as bad as it looked. I just plugged in music and I was just powering uphill.
You're a good climber, though.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
But I got to the top of the climb, and my motivation is the fact that I was hopefully going to get to the campground before their general store closed.
Oh, there's a general store.
Yeah, I was really wanting some milk.
Oh, yeah, you were. You and your liquids.
I love my liquids.
Yeah.
Milk and orange juice.
Yeah.
Seemed to do it.
So you got there.
Yeah, I got there after I had met these two ladies. These two older ladies, sweet white-haired women.
Aww.
Out there in the middle, just doing their own thing. I don't know if they were hiking the whole trail or not.
Do they have big backpacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them was just as cranky as could be.
Really?
Yeah, the non-cranky one was like, "Hey, how much further to the campground?" I'm like, "Oh, it's about a mile." And they're like, "It looks like it's way further away on our map," the cranky one said.
Whoa.
And I'm like, "Well, I'm just telling you what my digital map that tracks GPS locations tells you."
Were they doing a read map, like
yeah.
a paper map, and
yeah.
you were doing like far out?
Yeah, I'm like, "Well, I'm just telling you what the map says. You can take it or leave it."
Oh.
I know. And after I left them, I passed another hiker who I'd met at Lake City, and he was having severe GI issues.
Uh-oh. Did he have Giardia?
I don't know. I don't know if it was that, but he was just having some major stomach problems.
Oh.
And I was just hoping that it wasn't something that spread around the RV park.
Like norovirus.
At Lake City, like norovirus on the PCT did for us. Man. And he was like, "Hey, just to let you know, the trail is a little weird from here to try and get to the campground." And it was. But I finally did get to the campground, like the split to the campground, another mile later. And it was another half mile just to get from the split to the campground.
So it's a half a mile?
Yeah, it was a half mile.
Okay.
And I'm scoping out the area by the parking lot where that split is. But I'm hoping that I can just pitch at the campground. I get there. The general store is in the process of closing. But they let me in there, and I grabbed the last 2 milks and some juice and some other little small snacks. And they had a pretty legit hiker box. It was the biggest hiker box on trail.
Nice.
And this thing was full of dehydrated meals. Backpackers Pantry, Mountain House.
Why would anyone give up dehydrated meals?
I don't know. I just don't. I will say a lot of them were vegetarian.
Huh.
And they didn't have the most calories, but it was something different, like
right.
full of flavor, and they're filling, even if they're not high calorie.
Yeah.
But whenever I was checking out at the campground at the general store, I was like, "Hey, is there anywhere here on site that I can camp?" And she's like, "Do you have a reservation?" I was like, "No." And she's like, "Well, no." I think, "Okay, then."
No.
She's like, "You actually need to camp off premises." I'm like, "What?" And she pulls out this map and shows me. And off premises is a half mile back where I was at the split. And I'm like, "Damn, well, I see other hikers out here." And she's like, "Well, they shouldn't be there." I'm like, God. Trying to do the right thing, just suffer a little bit extra.
Like if you hadn't asked her, you probably would just pitch there. And
I know.
It's like,
And she's like, "You also cannot camp. You can't cowboy camp where the hiker box is." Because they'd set up a really nice, like, the white tents you see at events.
Oh, yeah.
They had set up one of those, and they had pitched it low to the ground so it didn't get a lot of rain blow inside. There was a table, a little, like, I don't know. It's a cool setup. But
why wouldn't they let you guys cowboy camp?
No, she said, "You can't cowboy camp there. Can't do it." Anyways,
jeez.
So I got all my goodies from the hiker box and my beverages. Yeah, I hauled ass back to that split because I saw some flat spots there originally, and I was basically just gonna have to pitch there unless I wanted to hike further in. And the clouds were rolling in. It was getting darker earlier than it should have been. I was like, that means it's probably gonna rain.
Yeah. So
I did get back and I pitched. Made dinner, and after about an hour of being there, it started to rain. And I remember when I was pitching my tent, there was some guy parked in the parking lot. and he had his work truck, and he was cowboy camping. He was setting up his mat right beside his truck. And I was like, well, I bet he ain't out there right now with that rain happening.
He's in his truck.
He's probably in his truck, yeah.
That's funny.
And that rain lasted until about 8:30 the next morning.
Oh, geez. It rained the whole night?
The entire night.
Which is kind of surprising for Colorado. It normally doesn't rain the entire night.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that area, I'm not too familiar with the San Juans. Maybe it gets more rain.
Maybe.
Than some other spots.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was getting dumped on.
Golly, you were just getting storm after storm out there.
Yeah, it was probably one giant storm surge is just blowing through in increments.
Now, how many miles did you do that day?
On that day, I did, 22.2 miles, almost 3,900 feet in gain.
Nice, not too bad.
Not a bad day, all in all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was successful.
So that was the end of day 21.
21.
So now we're into day 22.
Yes, day 22. Ooh, what miles did I do this day? I ended up doing 22.4 miles, 4,000 gain. But I didn't get started until pretty late. Because I actually, whenever the rain quit, I hiked back to the campground.
Man, you really wanted that general store.
I raided the general store again for more drinks. And I wanted to charge up my electronics. Because this would be the last stop before Durango. Mm-hmm. So I go there and it's cold as shit. For some reason. And, of course, the hiker station's all outside. But this sweet groundsman, I forget the guy's name. Aww. He, as kind as he could be, he brought me a portable heater out there.
Oh, he did?
He plugged it up, brought a little heater.
Aww.
And he showed me... This was a trick of his. He keeps running water through the Keurig machine to get more coffee out.
Okay.
So he did that for me. I didn't really want the watered down coffee, but I appreciated the sentiment. Yeah, I know. He was a great guy. And while I'm sitting there charging my stuff up, another hiker comes over to charge his power bank. He's in his 50s.
Okay.
And this power bank, he said he got from Best Buy. It's about 2 pounds.
Oh my God.
And it shows him the amount or the percentage of charge he's gotten on it. And he's like, yeah, this was from Best Buy. This is a G&E.
G&E?
A G&E power bank. It was the size of a book.
Oh?
It was massive.
Wow.
And then the dude shows up.
Oh, the dude was... Okay, I didn't realize you saw him again.
Yeah, I don't know. He's still never told me where he'd camped.
It's his secret spot.
But all of his stuff was soaking wet. So he gets there and he's like trying to hang things from the rafters in the tent of this like the hikers area.
Oh my gosh.
He's pulling stuff out of his food bag. He's giving me food. He's putting food in the hiker box.
He's just trying to get rid of stuff?
He's just trying to get rid of stuff.
Did he have too much food, I'm guessing, or he...
You know, I think he did.
Yeah.
And it was bougie food, too.
Really?
Yeah, I found out he lived in Oregon. And he had Heather's Choice. He had all these eclectic dehydrated food brands. I'm like, damn, dude, you've been living the high life here.
Wow.
I know. And it was so strange to me, too, because their hiker box was a cooler, like an igloo cooler.
Uh-huh.
A big one, too.
Okay.
But they just leave it outside. There's no lock on it.
Wait, but there's bears.
I'm like, that ain't bear proof.
I'm so shocked because...
There were no bear boxes around there, either.
Are there no bears in that?
No
There's
bear
got to be
lockers.
bears in that area, though.
I thought that there were because I saw some later.
Oh, that's right.
But maybe they don't have an issue with bears at the Molas Pass area.
That is weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Isn't that the place where the woman was like, you got here so early, you couldn't have camped away from here or something?
Oh, yeah. That freaking morning, I go in there to get to make a coffee and to get some beverages. Just trying to give you some business here, woman.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're here way too early. I'm like, no shit. I woke up and walked here, though.
Welcome to a hiker.
Welcome. I rise with the sun and go down with the sun. Whatever. Give me some milk.
Give me some milk and shut up. No.
Yeah. And it was funny because when I had gone to the shop that morning and got the last of the milk.
Yeah.
There was a younger boy in there. He couldn't have been more than 13. This was his first job. He was going to be like the helper to the groundskeeper. And he was in the shop standing around waiting for the groundskeeper. And he's like, I think you found the secret there, bud. He's like, the milk is the way to go.
That's what he said to you.
I'm like, dang straight, son.
That's right. Sugar,
protein, fat,
everything your body wants.
It's true.
That is hilarious.
He cracked me up.
So you were there charging your stuff up.
Yeah.
And then you left.
Yeah, I got about as much charge as I dared to wait for.
Yeah.
Enough to get me to Durango. And then I had to hike back that half mile again, and I had to go pack up. So all my stuff was just sitting there drying out. And I didn't think anyone was going to take it because it was all soaked.
No one wants wet hiking gear.
No one wanted that. So I eventually did get all packed up, started hiking out. Getting an extremely late start today at 11:30 because it rained all night last night and this morning until about 8, at which time I left all of my camp stuff there, promptly walked over to the campground, Molas campground, to get hot coffee, a burrito, and some milk because I was craving these things. Charged some stuff up. Now the skies are still cloudy, but there's some sun out here. Hopefully it'll be a good day and I can knock out a good chunk of miles. And this is a pretty populated area, so I got a lot of day hikers and weekenders who are hiking around giving me cheers. They're like,
Aww.
Get it, man.
Aww.
I even had this one group of middle-aged women compliment me on my legs.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
They just hiked by and they're like, well, you've got the legs to do it or something.
Oh my god.
I'm like, these have been harder quads and calves right here.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
That's hilarious.
After all the pedestrians, though, it got pretty quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, the trail was not super populated. I could hear sheep off in the distance.
Oh, the sheep.
There's like a sheep thing here, apparently.
Who knew?
I know. And I continue on, and I see the engineer from Lake City. So the engineer, along with Nemo and Jukebox.
Oh, yeah.
I had left.
That's right.
I'd left the three of them behind. 2 days
and like,
ago.
how is he so far ahead of you?
And I'm like, what the hell? And apparently,
come to find out,
the engineer, Jukebox, and Nemo, one of them had an aunt that lived in the area. And rather than risking going out in the Big 30 during a storm, whatever, I get it.
No, I don't.
Concerned for your safety.
No.
They went and stayed with the aunts and ate cookies, and she dropped them off at Molas. I know.
I mean, okay. It's the constant debate of hike your own hike. Where I get tripped up is when I see posts and people say, I hiked the Colorado Trail. Or you see their finisher post and they're like, I hiked 2,653 miles. When it's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I get crazy. I'm like, no, you should tell everybody you hiked part of the Colorado Trail.
Yeah.
Or you hiked most of the Colorado Trail. Don't say, I hiked the Colorado Trail.
Yeah. And I don't know what they all claimed. The engineer dude, he was super open about it. He's like, yeah, I kind of didn't expect to finish. I got to get back. School's about to start up.
And that's fine.
I need to be ready.
If you know that and you're calling it, that's fine.
Dude, he had a steel frame backpack. He was not worried what anyone else was thinking about him out there.
Oh my god.
For sure.
That's hilarious.
The other two, Nemo and Jukebox, I actually don't know. I don't even know if they finished. I hope that they did.
Who knows?
And maybe they went back and finished the Big 30 strip. Who knows?
That's true. Maybe they went back and did it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
After
again,
the PCT, I got very annoyed.
Yeah, I get triggered whenever people say they skip. I
intentionally skip because, oh no, a storm.
Yeah. And I get it. If it was legit going to be bad, I get it. But this is just me, and you can judge me for saying this or not, but when I hear people skip and they don't mention going back in the future, I lose a little bit of respect for that person.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Me too.
Like, we knew people on the PCT and they skipped, but they're like, hell yes, I'm going to go back and finish this.
Yeah, and they did.
And they did.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. That's how I feel about it. I do get triggered by people skipping.
Yeah, me too.
But that's just because I care so strongly about what we do that it feels a little disrespectful for people to skip sometimes. It
feels very devaluing, I think.
It does.
Because we're out there suffering, and we are out there.
Not suffering.
Well, okay, I'm going to use the term.
We're out there enduring the elements.
I'm going to use the term suffering.
Suffering, okay.
But we're out there in the elements, and we are out there in the middle of a storm, right? And like we are experiencing these painful moments of whether it's like freaking cold outside or lightning or whatever it may be. And then all of a sudden you see, you run into these hikers that you've like been leapfrogging with, and come to find out like they have skipped. Mm-hmm. And then they're talking to you like they understood what you went through.
Yeah.
When they didn't. Like, they didn't experience the storm. They didn't experience the hypothermic cold. Like, yeah. I guess it's just stuff like that. I do lose respect because I'm like, why didn't you just either wait out the storm and then just keep hiking? Like, what's the point in skipping unless you're on a time frame and you have to be back? And you're like, okay, I'm going to have to either wait here or skip ahead and come back and do this some other time.
And engineer was there. He's like, it ain't going to happen. I'm on a time constraint.
Yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy this last
And I get that.
Yeah. I don't know. And I know we've been on the soapbox before about skipping.
Yeah.
But I think it's all stemming from stuff that we saw on the PCT. Ugh. People would just skip because they didn't want to do a hard climb. There was no danger, no hazard. It was just a hard climb.
And they just didn't want to do it.
And they didn't want to do it.
And then people, like, we started finding out that people were hitching to where the midway point on the PCT is, and you can hike in 8 miles to it.
Instead of hiking the huge stretch from Selden.
Yeah, because it's a huge burn section.
Or Belden Town, yeah.
It's a huge burn area. Yeah. And everybody used that as like I just, my safety's like at stake here.
It wasn't dangerous at all.
I don't want to breathe in ashes.
I mean, yeah, our legs were pretty black when we finished.
They were very black.
From all the ash.
But people were hitching, like, skipping, like, 50, 80, 100 miles, and they would get dropped off at Chester, hike in to the midway point, take a picture, put it on social media, and make it look like they had gotten to the midway point. And
I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves is stuff like that. And then after, people quote unquote make it to the terminus, and they'll put that finisher picture on there
and make it look like.
And that they skipped big chunks, but they'll say 2,653 miles, the Pacific Crest Trail, finally at the end. And they're skirting around saying that they hiked all of that.
When because you knew them.
And that they didn't actually hike it all. But they're still claiming that they hiked it by not saying they didn't.
Yeah. And so they're lying.
Oh, that's so aggravating.
Yeah. Especially when you did.
Yeah.
You, didn't break your footpath. We didn't break our footpath. But
bingo. So if you're out there calling yourself a hiker, that's awesome. If you're going to call yourself a thru hiker,
finish the damn trail.
Finish the whole trail. And just have some integrity about it. Because if you haven't actually finished a whole hike all the way through, there's the key word,
you're
through.
Not a thru hiker.
You're not a thru hiker yet. That doesn't mean you won't be.
That's why at the very end, we did a video, and you can find it on Instagram, actually. And I look at Wesley and I say, we're officially thru hikers now.
Yeah.
Because I'd never called us thru hikers.
Yeah.
Because we weren't.
I know.
We'd finally finished our first big long trail.
And it felt so good, too.
It felt so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I guess, these people, they will live with their guilt and they'll take it to the grave.
Or maybe they won't even live with guilt because they don't feel guilt about it.
So, everybody's different, I guess.
We just have a different level of integrity than some people.
I guess so.
But I'm proud to say that the people that we hiked with on the PCT, they all had some fucking integrity.
Dude, we found them.
So everybody, you know who you are. We can start listing out names.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are all epic, and you've all got hella integrity. So please keep it up.
Yeah. I mean, those were all our friends. I was so proud to, be in our friend circles because they really did have integrity. And we're true thru hikers in the purest sense. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But anyway, so, okay, tangent.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the trail.
And I also want to brag on Tumbleweed real quick. Because remember,
yes.
Tumbleweed had to skip because of a variety of reasons. He had to skip some sections. And he made it to the terminus, and he said, I'm still not a thru hiker.
Yeah, he said, man, you guys are thru hikers. He's like, I got to come back and do this trail.
Because I'm not a thru hiker yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Tumbleweed on that.
Yeah,
Be a tumbleweed.
Be a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
So wait, are we in day 22?
We are in day 22, yeah.
Okay.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, breakfast at Molas.
Breakfast at Molas.
Left Molas, hiking, met the engineer.
Saw the engineer. Yep, that's where we went on our tangent.
I know we go on tangents. And after the engineer, it leads up to a big climb.
Okay.
Towards the pass. I don't think this pass had a name. A lot of these passes just don't have names.
No name pass.
And if they do, they're not on Far Out or All Trails or my Garmin map. Maybe it's on a Forest Service map or something. I don't know. So I'm hiking up towards this pass, and lo and behold, the damn clouds roll back in.
Oh, no.
And it starts raining on me.
Again.
Around 11,500 feet.
Oh, geez.
And
was it lightning or just rain?
It was just rain and thunder. And
wait, but there was thunder, which means there was lightning somewhere.
Yeah, again, I didn't see the lightning.
But you didn't see it.
But I can hear the thunder.
Okay.
Yeah, I never saw the flashes of lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. You have to have lightning with thunder. You do.
You do.
Yeah. But I feel like thunder travels more than lightning. Like, you can hear it more easily than you can see a lightning flash.
Yeah. Because the flash could be 20 miles away.
Or it could be behind you, too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But I did get caught on high alpine terrain in the rain.
Yeah.
And I actually found a rock outcropping. It was maybe a foot above my head. It hung out a little bit, and so I just sat underneath it with my pack. Yeah, I sat there for like 20 minutes.
Nice.
And just let it chill out. And then whenever the rain slacked off, I went and climbed the top of the pass, started to go back down. Rain picked up again. And it looked like a tramily. There was a tramily tucked inside of the woods. Like, just sitting there, just riding out the rain.
Nice.
I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
So I continue on, and this is where I see these huge, massive canine tracks. And I know that there are no wolves in the state of Colorado yet, or at least that's been reported.
Unless, could they have come over from New Mexico or Arizona? Because you're that close. You're, like, tipping the line. Really
I actually
close.
don't know if there are
any wolves
in New Mexico or Arizona.
Okay. I guess we've never...
Definitely Wyoming and...
Yeah. Oregon.
Idaho.
And Idaho.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
So you saw these massive canine tracks.
Yeah. It could have been a huge coyote.
Yeah.
It was too far out in the middle of nowhere for it to be someone's dog. And there had been no other dog prints anywhere. Okay. So I was very careful in that area because I was by myself and it was dense woods at that point.
Okay.
And the tramily was still miles behind me, probably sitting in the trees, so I didn't know anyone.
So you're all by yourself.
Yeah. And it does continue to, like, get heavy and slack off again, rain heavy, slack off. So I just duck under dense trees. And when I'm standing there, I'm just looking around, just making sure that nothing's hunting there. You. Yeah, but no, I was fine. At the bottom of the climb, there was a monument to the mother of the Colorado Trail.
What's her name again? Judy?
Judy. Hang on, I got the picture here. Judy Gaskill, mother of the Colorado Trail.
And why was she called the mother of the Colorado Trail?
Don't know that.
Did she... I wonder. We should find out why.
Let's see.
Why is Judy Gaskill the mother of the Colorado Trail?
Oh, because she founded the Colorado Trail in 1984.
Oh.
Yep.
So she organized the foundation.
Yep, she organized the CTF.
Oh, she was an American mountaineer.
Good for her. She looks so sweet.
What? Back in 1984?
Yeah, she was born in 1927 in Illinois.
Dude, she was ahead of her time.
Look at her. She looks so sweet.
The fact that she did all of that at that age is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. She died at 89 in Denver.
Oh.
There's an elementary school named after her. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's why she's the mother. The
mother?
She's the mother of the Colorado Trail.
Hey, babe, can I get a mutter?
You know what? I'll muddle your drink. Whatever.
No.
Yes,
No.
that worked out.
Muddle and mutter are two different things.
No, I think it's pretty close. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
So you run into sweet old Judy.
Oh, Judy.
Judy's memorial.
Judy and lots of hikers down there.
Oh.
Big old water course down there.
It's like the watering hole for hikers?
Felt like it.
How many hikers were there?
Probably 3 tents.
Oh, I thought when you said a lot of hikers, I was thinking like 10.
On the Colorado Trail, that is a lot of tents.
3 is a lot?
Yeah, because there aren't many people out there, and if they are, they're spread.
I guess it's so different, because on the PCT, a lot was like 10.
I mean, it felt like a small army down there to me. To have 3 people.
Army, yeah,
they were hanging up their stuff.
Oh.
They had all probably pitched early whenever the rain hit.
Uh-huh. Well, so were you going to pitch there, or was this too early?
Way too early.
What time was it?
By the time I got to the Judy statue, I mean, it was...
Judy.
5:50? So, not early.
That's not early.
But it wasn't late enough, because the sun still wasn't going down until 8.
8:30, actually, yeah.
Yeah. And I had already had my sights set for this, it was called, what is it called? Celebration Lake.
Oh!
And it's also called Bolam Lake on the map too. But it's Celebration Lake. And at this spot, they have salamanders.
Yes.
That are like, they're stuck in between stages. So they still have like their swimming tail.
But then they've got the legs.
But then they have front legs.
That's so cool.
So I forget what they call it, but it's like an in-between metamorphic state.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
I saw them the next day. But I have my sights set on this specific lake. Which
was beautiful.
To get to and camp at.
The pictures you showed me were gorgeous.
It was super cool.
Wait, but is this where the...
So I'm hiking...
Try not to give anything away.
This is a weird evening. So after I cross the bridge with Judy's sign on it, I climb up and I have to do this little creek crossing, and this has the whitest stone, the whitest sand I've seen out there. It's beautiful. It's almost like something out of Gondor. You know how everything is white and pale gray?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
And then I get to this open field, and I need to collect water because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of water coming up until the lake.
Wait, how many miles is all of this?
How many? I don't know the mileage in between the spots.
Oh.
But I just know that the whole day was 22.4.
Okay.
So I leave the Gondor Creek, and I'm filtering in the middle of a meadow with... it's got like this really dense, like green water vegetation. I don't even know what it's called. But I look up, and there's like this thing at the top of the hill, and it's got a long neck, like a head, and it almost looks like a tree with no leaves on it. It's just up there. It's very cemented, not moving at all. And so I'm collecting water, and I'm starting to filter, and I look up, the thing is still there. I look down, I look up a third time, it's gone. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this some weird...
What was it?
Like...
Was it a Sasquatch?
Is this some weird totem, like out in the woods? Am I about to be attacked? It was a deer. But it
was a deer!
Oh, it scared the heck out of me. Because there's no one out there. And it's starting to get darker.
So you can't really see well.
I can't really see well. And it was this weird looking totem thing up on the hill, and it's gone. And I didn't realize it was a deer until I had finished filtering and I walked a little bit further.
Okay.
And then I saw the whole thing. I was like, oh.
You could see it?
You scared the shit out of me, little buddy. Yeah.
Oh.
And from that point, I reached the top of a ledge, and on the other side of the ledge is the whole deer's family.
Oh, so there were like just a big group of them.
Yeah, they're running through this giant like, high meadow.
How many were there?
The rain had stopped. Everything was glistening with little water droplets. There's about 5 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. But as soon as they saw me, they bolted.
Yeah.
And I almost camped there because, every time we see deer, you get a good feeling about it.
Yes. Deer equals good omen, good vibe.
But I was like, no, Celebration Lake.
You should have camped.
Oh, God.
There with the deer.
So I leave the deer meadow, and I get back into the woods. Sun is almost gone at this point. And there are a lot of downed trees in this area. It feels like prime bear territory.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm just keeping a wide eye open because honestly, I'm expecting to see something in the woods at this point.
Yeah, you can feel it all looking at you.
Especially because it's getting so late and they kind of...
that's like feeding time, yeah.
Yeah, more or less. A lot of animals come out at dusk.
Yeah.
But I don't see a bear. And I hike past a tramway pitched just above Molas. They're probably... not Molas. Celebration Lake.
Okay.
They're probably 0.4 miles above the lake.
Okay.
But I don't want to camp with them because I honestly didn't feel like trying to be quiet and whatever. So I continue on down to the lake, and they're, again, 0.4 miles or so away, and it's all uphill. So I had to hike downhill to the lake, so I'm down there by myself. No one else is camping at the lake. There's a truck there. There's just a truck parked on the side of the lake.
So there's a access road somewhere then.
There's an access road. It's a garbage-looking access road. But that truck had made it up there, and there was no one in the truck. I didn't see or hear anyone camping. So I don't know who was out there or where they were. But I find a little campsite probably 100 foot away from the truck. And it's behind a huge rock. So to set the mood, I get down to this lake, and the sun is all but gone. I could see a little bit of light from behind the mountain, and the lake is very still, but there's a huge mist above it. So it's already set in a Sleepy Hollow kind of tone here.
Like a Goosebumps.
Yeah, like a Goosebumps vibe.
Yeah.
And after seeing the deer totem thing on top of the mountain, I'm already a little creeped out.
You're like jumpy.
Yeah. So I do pitch behind this large rock, which is nestled between the rock and the tree. There's an old fire pit there, but I don't make a fire. And I just get in my tent, I'm making my little dinner, and I finally get ready for bed. No one's come back to the truck yet. The truck is just there. It's like an anomaly.
Unless maybe they went out hiking and camping.
They could have gone out hiking and camping. But I would have expected them to hike or camp near the lake. And again, I didn't hear anyone. I didn't see any lights.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so finally, I start to go to sleep. And so I hear a little bit of rustling on the other side of the lake in the woods. It sounds like a limb breaking. And I'm like, oh, there must be someone over there breaking firewood so they can make a fire. I'm guessing it's the person in the truck. And then about 2 minutes later, I hear what sounds like a little girl screaming. And I'm like, is it a dad and a little girl? Is she afraid of something? And then I hear it again. And I'm like, that's not a girl. That's a puma. That's a cougar.
How close? And how far away is this? Like in your range?
If I had to guess, it's probably about 600 feet on the other side of the lake, tucked up in the woods.
Okay.
So it's not in my immediate vicinity, but 600 feet isn't that far either. Also know that mountain lions can chirp.
Yes, they chirp like birds.
So it sounds like a bird. If you hear chirps in the middle of the night, most likely it's not a bird that woke up.
Because birds are asleep at night.
Typically, yeah.
So it's probably a puma that's like rummaging around.
It's kind of creepy, to be honest with you.
It really is. And they're so quiet other than their sounds.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I was pretty intimidated by that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of creepy things adding up for this evening.
So was it hard to fall asleep?
I turned my audiobook on. so that I could hopefully get to sleep, and it was producing enough sound to keep something they could hear well away.
Yeah.
The problem is that the audiobook I was listening to was Outlander, and they're living in the North American woods, And it just so happened that was the chapter about an hour after I started playing it where they were attacked by a bear. And the main character, Jamie, is having to wrestle a bear. And he eventually kills it, but it tears him up pretty bad.
Oh, it's literally like the universe is telling you.
Like, this is not a good evening for you.
Yeah, like, be on alert.
Be vigilant tonight. And I never heard anything walking around camp. My food bag, it had a few little punctures in it the next morning, but it's probably just from chipmunks or something.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hang it extremely well.
Okay.
It was in between two trees, but it was still kind of not super high. But, yeah. I made it through the night because I'm here telling the tale.
You're still alive.
I'm still here.
And that was day 22?
That was 22.
Okay.
And the next morning, after I did wake up, still no one at the truck, on day 23, I got to see the salamanders.
Oh, yeah.
I know. There was still a lot of mist over the lake, but I could just barely make them out, like, close to the shore.
Aww.
They were so cool to see.
That is cool.
But I couldn't get a picture of them.
Why? They were just too...
Yeah, they were, like, moving fast.
Oh,
they were
okay.
pretty deep in the water.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, so that was an interesting night.
I'm so glad a puma didn't just pop its head into your tent.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
If you could see the pictures of this campsite. Oh, it's pretty crazy.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you sleep at all the night of 22?
Yeah.
You did sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you fell asleep.
Yeah, I definitely kept waking up, but
Would you hear things in the middle of the night?
There were a few times I may have heard some rustlings.
Yeah.
But it could have just been some small little critches.
Just like, yeah.
But either way, I would stick my head out of the tent.
Just to see.
With a headlamp, just as basically to intimidate whatever was out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could intimidate a cougar that easily, but I was sure as hell going to try if it was something. Yeah. Because nothing stopped. I take that back. My thin tent is not going to stop a cougar from getting me.
Truth.
If it really wants to see what's going on inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will open up the tent somehow. It
could just rip through it. Yeah. The tent only gives the illusion of safety.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. It only protects you from basically
your mind.
Water.
Water.
And insects. That's about it.
Man, I can't even imagine when people are camping in the middle of mosquito hell. I don't know how they do it.
That's their choice.
Yeah. That's the best thing about having a tent in the middle of mosquito time. Because there's
mosquitoes are hard.
Hundreds of mosquitoes trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're into day 23, which is your last, I'd say your last full day on trail.
It is my last full day.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
But, let's see, day 23. Oh, this is another big day.
Okay.
This is a 31-mile day because I need to set myself up to get into Durango the next day.
Yeah.
So I wake up early and I'm like, hey, I actually gotta book it today.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of gain. It's like I recorded just about 5,700 feet of gain this day.
Whew.
Over 31 miles. So that's a reputable day.
Yeah.
And what I remember specifically is the first climb is up to Blackhawk Pass. So it's actually a pass with a name. Go figure.
Hey.
So I know what I'm climbing this morning. As I'm climbing up it, there's a group of 4 other hikers, cute little tramily. They seem pretty kind. So it's a mixed bag, young, old, whatever.
Okay.
But I didn't really stop to talk to them because it was only another day and a half before I'd be done. So not enough time to get to know someone. But I hiked past them, and these 2 mountain bikers come up behind me. Oh. And so they're going the same direction that I'm going, which is south on the Colorado Trail. And they both bike by me, like, pretty quickly. Didn't call out, no bells, nothing. So the only reason that I even saw them is because I had stopped to pull a snack out of my bag. And then I heard them whenever they were riding by because I didn't have headphones in. So I was like, well, okay, a little call out would have been nice, but whatever, no big deal. So I continue on and hike up to the top of Blackhawk Pass, and the two bikers are up there. They're just talking smack about blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. The per capita on this trail is ridiculous. And I'm like, you do realize that you're on a national scenic trail, right? You're on the Colorado Trail.
Like, there's going to be a lot of people on this trail.
Like, of course there's a lot of people on it.
Like you picked the wrong trail.
If you want an unpopulated trail, go pick one that you know locally that doesn't have anyone on it.
Yeah, go find another trail.
I'm like, whatever. They just have a shitty attitude. Let them go about their business. So I get to the top of that pass. They're there, and I go down.
And you're talking to me on the phone.
And I have cell service, so I call you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm talking to you on my headphones. So it's the Jawbone headphones. So they don't go in your ear. They sit above your, like right on your temple, above your ear, kind of. And they make sound, but partly the way that you hear is through vibrations. But anyways, it still allows you to be able to hear things happening around you, despite listening to someone on the phone or listening to music. So I'm going downhill and talking to Marie, and all of a sudden, like probably 3 seconds before I jump out of the way, I hear a mountain bike right behind me. Again, no bells, no call outs, nothing. Not even braking. There's no brake squeal. Isn't that ridiculous?
That is so...
And so it was those two bikers again. And so I jump out the way in the last split second. Otherwise, I would have been either run over or clipped by that bike.
Toast.
Yeah. And I throw my arms up in the air, and I didn't say anything. I just threw them up in the air. And the second biker was behind the first, who almost ran me over. He sees me, throws my hands up in the air, and he's like, "Fuck you, dude." And I'm like, but I'm the one going downhill. You gave no call out. And I don't care if you're jaded because too many people are on quote unquote your trail.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I was so pissed about that. I was like, the entire trail I've gotten over for every mountain biker.
Yeah.
Because it's easier for me to get off trail than it is for them to get off and stop.
Yeah.
You know, you're respectful. Even though bikers are supposed to yield to hikers.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the rule.
That's the rule.
That's the rule. But in general, most hikers I know always get out the way for bikers because it's easier.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go on a tangent real fast. And not everyone is like this. I am generalizing this statement when I am doing this, and I am aware of that. I'm just setting that precedence.
And I'll let you know that every CT biker
was kind.
Who were biking the whole Colorado Trail, they were all kind.
Super respectful and kind.
It was just these fucking weekend bikers.
But it's those people. I feel like whenever we're hiking a trail and there are bikers in the premise around us, like on a weekend backpacking trip or something, they all act very stuck up. It's like they expect us to get out of their way, and half the time they don't call out, or they won't even be like hi or have a great day. Like, it's just like this. I swear they look at us like we're trash.
You remember when we were hiking the trail in Pueblo?
Yes, there were so many mountain bikers on that trail.
They wouldn't even look at us.
They wouldn't even look at us like we were just like these like homeless people or something. like something was wrong with us, I was just so confused. Like, yeah. Anyway, it just.
But that happens pretty frequently.
I don't know. It's a thing. It really is a thing. It's like they think they're better than us is the feeling I get. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a bike. You're on your feet. Like, get out of my way. Yeah. And
it definitely happened whenever I was leaving the Monarch Spur RV park off of Highway 50, and I was going up. I've mentioned this already, but just trains of mountain bikers going downhill. And again, they're supposed to stop, but
they never will.
They would call out and be like, 8 behind, 5 behind, however many, which is great. But still, the expectation there was that I get out the way for them, which is not supposed to be that way.
It's not. But
I digress. At least all those bikers thanked me for stepping aside.
Yeah. When a biker actually, that's when I am like, wow, thank you. It's when the bikers actually stop and they'll pull over when we're hiking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, actually, you come on because it's going to take us longer to get to you than you does.
Mm-hmm.
But I always appreciate when they do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a nicety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're all sharing this trail together.
But whatever. Those two assholes were douchebags. They'll get what's coming to them because eventually they're going to do that to the wrong person.
Oh, yeah.
And,
or they're going to hit someone.
Or they're going to hit someone and their asses are going to get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something will happen.
Because all I would have had to have done is gotten hit by one and taken a really quick picture with my phone.
Yeah.
And that would have been that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Day 23.
They continued on their assholery downhill.
And you never saw them again.
Never saw them again. I hope they wiped. Is what I hope. I hope
they
that they
might
wiped.
have.
Anyways, that's mean to say, but they were jerks. And I meet a sweet older woman later after I get done with the downhill. There's a flat. And the sweet older woman, I was like, hey, have you had any weird experiences with bikers today? And she was like, yeah, I have, but it didn't sound like it was the same two that I had an issue with. But she had also been seeing like a really high volume of mountain bikers on the trail that day. I was like, okay, that's weird. Maybe this is just a really like heavily trafficked biking area, especially on the CT. And
CDT or CT?
This is the CT.
You just said CDT.
Did I?
I think you just did.
I'm
I'm pretty sure you said CDT. Anyway.
Maybe this is just a really heavily biked area of the CT. Because there were a bunch of people bike packing. Like, they still had their bikes pulled over on the side of the trail. Their tents were pitched.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this must be like a thing here. So come to find out, it was actually a whole event that was taking place. So they were doing it wasn't like an organized race, but it was a collection of people starting in Durango, biking all the way, the whole length of the Colorado Trail to Waterton Canyon in Littleton. And it was kind of an impromptu race, basically just saying, hey, let's get a group of people to do this. Let's see how long it takes us, yada, yada. So we probably crossed 100, 150 bikers that day. I know, it was a lot. And they were all kind, all considerate.
Aww.
Every single one of them biking the Colorado Trail.
And then, they had just started in then. Because you're almost at the end, and they're starting in Durango and going to...
Yeah, a lot of them, this is their first day.
Wow.
I know. But again, all very kind individuals. So what happened next? I even wrote shitty bikers on my paper here.
On your note-taking?
Yeah. So it was that bike event. And I actually ran into... Nemo and Jukebox this day.
Oh.
So I finally caught up with them after they had skipped the big 30.
Okay.
And they had reunited with, I guess it was their tramily or at least two other hikers that they had talked about whenever I was with them. Mm-hmm. So I was glad that they found their people. They were having lunch. And the rest of the day is more or less just a grind on uphills, downhills.
Well, and you're by yourself doing this all?
Yeah, stepping aside for bikers.
Okay. So you didn't see... Sorry, the way you said that, it was... I wouldn't know whether you were with them hiking or if you had hiked by yourself.
No, I hiked by them while they were having lunch on the side of the trail. Oh, you hiked
by them. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a good day.
Yeah.
Lots of good mileage in there. Just about 5 more miles for today. Tomorrow will be the last day on the Colorado Trail. It'll be day 24, and I'm looking forward to being done at this point. It's been a fun ride, but I miss base camp, my wife, Marie. So it'll be nice to go see her with the views. I feel like I always hit hard sections right as the sun is starting to set. And we were like in dark clouds most of the day. There was thunder all around and lightning flashes this time.
Wow.
The rain wasn't really hitting hard. And it stopped just as I finally left tree line and I have 2 unnamed passes to climb. So I get up and on those passes, and a lot of this trail is on, it's like a boulder field kind of.
Okay.
And I met one other mountain biker up there, and I think he was the very last one out there.
Aww. Sucking the hind tit. Yeah.
Sucking the hind tit. And this is just before sunset. He's got easily another 5-6 miles to go before he gets to any viable campsites. And he's hike-a-biking at that point. He's walking his bike. There's no riding it. Yeah. So I kind of felt for the guy. But what are you going to do? I mean, that was his choice to go out there and not pitch before.
Yeah.
Because he passed up an awesome campsite, which is where I pitched.
Oh, you showed me a picture of this place. It was gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
What an epic last night on the trail.
And it was, because just through the dark clouds, the sun was like glowing golden just before it set. And the way the clouds were, it was shooting like very visible sun shafts through the sky. So I was like, oh, what a beautiful sunset.
So beautiful.
Yeah. And when I finally finished that second of the 2 passes at the top at the end of the day, so we're approaching 29 miles at this point. At the bottom of that second little pass, I reached the ridge and I can see over it, and there's a lake nestled in a valley, and that's where I'd intended to camp anyway. It's called Taylor Lake. And that is before you really start your big descent down towards Durango.
Wow.
And I was like, that seems like a great place to stop. All the reviews on Far Out say it's a great spot. So let's try and get there. I did. There was a deer down there.
Oh, good omen.
There was a deer family down there.
Aww.
And there was a guy down there. He had pitched his tent, not by the lake, like a little bit further off trail, Bear Stream, with his pet German Shepherd. And this was his first night on the trail. And it was my last night. So it was kind of a weird juxtaposition there. He still had the whole thing in front of him. And I was about to be done. And I was like, oh, well, have a great hike, dude.
Aww.
I know. But at the same time, I was kind of tired of hiking for a minute.
Yeah.
And we had to get back and move to Breckenridge.
I know. There was,
to do life things.
Yeah.
But I do get down there. I pitched by the lake. One deer's there at first, and the whole family comes after I've pitched my tent. They're just drinking from the lake, and they've brought the whole family now. 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one over there too. This is cool. Hi. Y'all's gonna hang out with me? Yeah? Okay. And I had a very peaceful night. Tucked in the bushes by the lake. I could hear just a little like trickle from wherever the lake would spill over. And it started to flow downhill. Yeah, and I had no qualms about it. The sky eventually went pink, and it was like a cotton candy sunset.
Oh, it was a beautiful video.
It was. I was like, oh, this is a farewell from the Colorado Trail. It was beautiful.
Gave you a little gift.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little gift from the CT, where all these other bikers were out there, soggy and tired. I was like, oh, I've got a great situation here. I'm dry, camped by a lake.
You're like, I'm happy.
I'm like, I accept this. This is my due diligence, my earned reward.
Amazing.
Yeah. And that leads to day 24.
Oh.
The day I get into Durango. From that campsite, I only had just under 23 miles to get to Durango. And 1,900 feet in gain, that's nothing.
It's easy day.
That was an easy day. There was another, again, all these passes are roads. There was one pass to get up to and over. And what is it called? Kennebec Pass was the name of it.
Okay. And
there were people with their trucks. You know how they'll build campers in the truck beds?
Yeah.
There were a couple of those out there, and I just knew that they were, quote unquote, living out there.
Totally.
Because it's such a beautiful spot.
That's awesome.
And that was a very short climb, and all this is happening in the early morning through mist because it's still kind of thick cloud coverage from the day before. But it doesn't look like it's going to rain at this point.
Okay.
And
I remember this day.
And I hiked by one guy, and he's hiking in the opposite direction, the way that I'm coming from. And I'm going downhill and he's coming uphill and he gets out the way for me. And I'm like, you've got the right of way, bud. Like, you can come on. He's like, no. He's like, I'm just out here for a day hike. You're about done. Aww. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that. Aww. I know. So he was paying respect to a lot of hard work, I guess. Yeah. So I appreciated that.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And there was this thing called Slide Rock Traverse. That's what it was. And it's just, I don't even know why it's got a name. It's just a big rocky ridge traverse is all it is.
Okay.
But it was marked and named on the map, which is kind of weird. And off in the distance, I could see a house up on a tiny little lip in the middle of BF nowhere. The house had no good reason to be there.
Whoa.
And I don't know if it was for mining or something.
Yeah.
I mean, big mining history in Colorado.
Lots of mining.
So I see the house, I cross the ridge, and just after I cross the ridge, maybe a half mile, I stop to take a sip of water, and I'm looking around, and 200 feet above me on the hillside is a bear. And I'm like, whoa, caught me off guard there. But it's like sitting on a log up there, just staring at me, minding its own business. I'm like, okay, bear, well, you stay there. I'll stay down here. You have the high ground, Anakin and Obi-Wan situation. So I'll continue on, and you can have this mountain. And as I started to walk a little bit, I saw that it had a cub with it. Oof. So I just saw my first bear of the trail. It's actually two. So the larger was Mama, and I saw a cub to her right, so I decided to get out of that situation. Lest she come 200 feet downhill and try to scare me away, which she did not. Bless that sweet mama bear. But yeah, that was kind of cool to see. I finally saw a bear on trail my last day out here. I was like, oh baby.
Oh God. I'm like, oh, you.
So that's a mama, and that's his baby.
That's his baby.
Yeah, don't screw with that, and don't linger too long.
Right, and don't stare it in the eye.
Exactly. So I did haul ass downhill.
I bet
from
you
that
did.
point.
Yeah.
And this is just a huge downhill day. There are a few other bikers. There are a few other hikers. None are coming my direction. We're all going the same way.
Okay.
At this point. And at a little creek crossing. Well, not even a creek crossing. The trail is like paralleling the creek.
Okay.
I'm out there by myself, kind of just chugging along with my headphones in. And I turn a corner, and there's another black bear right there. On its hind legs, it couldn't have come up to my chest. So it's still...
Oh, it was like a baby.
It was a baby.
Aww.
And I turned the corner. I saw it first. And then I stopped. And then it hears me stop. And it turns its head left. And it looks at me. And it takes like 2 seconds for it to register that I'm there. And then it bolts like a bolt of lightning.
Oh. Why was it on its hind legs? Was it trying to get something? Was it trying to eat food or something?
I think it was trying to eat something, like out of a tree. And it took off it took off through the creek onto the other side of the creek.
It's like, get the fuck out!
Yeah, it's like, no, man, ain't doing this.
Shit!
Ain't doing this. Just saw another bear today. It was just older than an adolescent, I guess. It came up to my knees on all four, and as soon as it saw me, it bolted across the creek. It was beautiful, though. Beautiful, black and fuzzy. Just making sure that there's no other bear with it that's following me. Yeah, we're good. So I hadn't seen a bear the entire trail. And then I see 3 on the last day.
Oh my God.
I know. What a send-off, though.
I know.
Because those are the first times I'd ever seen a bear in the wild like that.
When we saw a bear on the PCT, the cinnamon.
Oh, Cinnabear!
Yeah, I mean, it looked so helpless. But...
Shoot, I forgot about Cinnabear.
Yeah, that was in the wild.
I was thinking the only other time I've seen black bears has been in the Smokies from a car.
Yeah, this was, but I guess Cinnamon wasn't a black bear in my head. It was a cute little
He was a black bear.
I mean, he was a black bear, but like he didn't look like a black bear. He looked like this cute little cinnamon brown bear.
Yeah, that's a fun talking point. Yeah. Not all black bears are black. They can be brown.
And white.
Albino bears.
Albino.
Yeah. But it's the facial and the body structures that separate them.
Wait, but this is, I guess, the first time you've ever seen a black bear by yourself.
Yeah. It's true, though.
You forgot about our bear.
I was a little on edge about that.
Yeah.
Cinnabear didn't count. Cinnabear was so sweet.
Cinnabear was sweet.
It was just eating the tall grasses, minding its own business.
He looked so sad.
He did.
Well, he's stuck. Anyway, that's a story we'll tell.
On the PCT.
Stay tuned.
It'll
take us about another 5 months to get to.
At the rate we're going. But yeah, saw my 3 bears, and really, it was uneventful until I had to take a major shit on the side of a cliff because there was nowhere flat to poop.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I took my lunch break. It's my last poop of the trail.
Your last lunch of the trail?
Last lunch of the trail. And I started to get self-service, so I was messaging you, letting you know that I would be there probably in
certain time.
4 to 5 miles.
Yeah.
A couple hours.
Yeah.
And there was a bench on that final downhill towards Durango. The end of the trail in Durango is called the Junction Creek Trailhead.
Yeah.
There's a bench looking out over the whole thing. It was called Judy's Overlook or something like that.
Judy!
Or Judy's Rest. Aww. And it was a bench like in Judy Gaskell's honor, looking out over the end of the Colorado Trail. Aww. I'm like, what a great way to end it.
Oh, CT.
I know, right? And then the trail takes you into terrain that really you hadn't seen since the beginning, starting in Littleton. It's really sandy. There are pine trees and oak trees. And it's almost like being back in Georgia.
Wow.
I know. You hadn't seen that since the beginning of the trail.
Yeah.
And it's almost a full circle situation. Because you're like, oh, I remember hiking and stuff like this.
Yeah.
I did it about 20 days ago. Uh-huh.
This feels familiar.
And for some reason, my phone does the weirdest thing. I can't use my Far Out app. Won't show me where I am anymore. It won't track at all.
Wait, but even if you turn the GPS on?
It didn't matter what I did. Turn my phone off, on, airplane mode, not in airplane mode, Far Out, other apps. I couldn't see where I was on the map. Weird. For some reason, GPS was not working. I mean, granted, I only had 2 miles left, and it was a straight shot.
Do you think it's because maybe I had it on?
I don't think so.
Huh.
It was weird, though. It's like the trail didn't want me to leave. I don't know.
Stay.
Or maybe it wanted to capture me and eat me. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But it also could have been the huge storm that was rolling in.
Yes.
Because the sky, again, I feel
starts turning black.
I'm being so repetitive with this. It gets dark. This is just how the weather is out here. It's fine, and then it rolls in, and it looks like impending doom. It really does.
And you can hear the thunder in the distance.
You can hear the thunder. And the last mile and a half, the thunder was loud, and it was close. But everything was still dry. I'm like, well, I should probably haul ass. Just because I don't want to finish in the rain. Mm-hmm. And I knew the base camp was waiting at the end at the Junction Creek Trailhead for me. I was like, it'd be bad if she got soaked too. Last mile of the Colorado Trail. I think I got some sun today. It's been overcast, so I didn't put on sunscreen, but you can still get burnt. Anyways, this is exciting. About to be done, about to see my lovely wife. Girl. So I haul ass, and there's a few elderly gentlemen hiking the trail. It just looked like they were birding. And then all of a sudden, the Southern Terminus Junction Creek Trailhead sign peered into view.
It just shows up.
And you were there, and you had a bell in your hand.
Cowbell.
A cowbell. So whenever you finish a race, like an ultra race, or even whenever you're getting into an aid station, a lot of times they'll ring a cowbell whenever you're coming in.
Yeah, it's a great sound.
And so she was ringing a cowbell as I was coming into the finish line.
It's like his big race.
It was my big race.
Yeah.
I think that this is the end. My GPS map is bugging out, so I have no idea where I'm at. Yeah. You got a cowbell? This is amazing. You got a cowbell. I feel like I'm finishing an ultra race. Yeah. But it was good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you finished me in at the end of the Colorado Trail. How did you feel whenever you saw me?
Relief.
And
then I was like, wow, you've lost so much weight.
She kept saying that.
You lost like 15 pounds.
I mean,
you did.
It was a lot of weight. That's true.
You did.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, it was good to see you.
You brought me some beer.
Yeah. Brought you beer. It was, because from my end, like I saw the clouds rolling in and I was like, where is he? Because I knew you were really close. And I was like, oh man, this is getting worse and worse. And then it was like all the clouds were forming from every side.
Yeah.
It was like behind you. It was the other way.
This was definitely the end of it. And after a whopping 24 days, done. Durango, baby.
We took pictures.
Yeah.
We had our reunion.
Lots of kissing.
Lots of kisses. And
our
then,
celebratory pictures.
Yeah. And then we got in the car and...
No, I remember this specifically.
What?
You had to go use the bathroom, so you went to the pit toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm putting stuff in the back of the car, and when you're in the bathroom...
It starts raining.
It starts dumping.
Yeah, it was pouring.
So you run to the car when you get out.
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
Man, talk about, like, good timing.
What great timing.
It's like it waited for you to finish before the heavens opened up.
Old Judy held the rain off for me.
Old Judy.
I know. Sweet mother of the CT.
Yeah. And then we got into town.
Yep.
And Crush, who we hiked the PCT with,
yep,
had just finished the trail as well.
Mm-hmm.
The CT. And so we met him. We rendezvoused with him at a city market and talked for like an hour.
On the beer aisle.
Yeah.
The beer and cooler aisle.
Yeah. And then I think we had steaks that night.
Oh, yes. We had big steaks that night.
Big steaks and mashed potatoes and...
Yeah, and the Airbnb that you rented, it was an RV.
It was a nice RV.
Yeah, so... We rented an RV because it's the most affordable option.
Yeah, on like a horse farm.
Which is really awesome.
It was really cool. But yeah.
And that was really the end.
That was the end.
Of that saga. It was a long drive back.
5.5 hours.
To, where were we? We were still in Georgetown at the time.
We were still in Georgetown and we were having to like pack everything up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because we were moving like 2 days later.
Yeah.
To Breckenridge. And
it was a successful move, I would say.
It was, but you had to lift most things because I could not.
Yeah. So 480-something miles.
486?
Yeah, in 3.5 weeks. Yeah. 24 days.
24 days.
Only 22 of those were hiking.
Yeah. You crushed it.
Freaking crushed it, baby.
Well, to wrap up that beautiful segment of the Colorado Trail, which I feel like I went on a journey.
It was a bear
with
of
all
an episode.
Of you.
It was a big one.
It's a big one, but well done, everyone. Clap with me. To our Yeti Legs for completing the Colorado Trail in how many days?
24 days. Only 22 of those were hiking.
Look at that. And your average miles were 23 average a day?
Actually, if it's 483 miles.
It was 486.
I should say 483.
Oh, that's 486.
485. Let's do that. Divided by 22. That's an average of about 22 miles a day.
22 miles a day. So good job.
Hot dog. I'll take that.
Well done. Well, now you guys, we're going to segue into questions because we have listeners.
I know.
And we asked people that listen to our podcast, what would you like to know that Yeti can share with all of us from the trail, from the Colorado Trail. So I'm going to ask the questions, and he's going to answer the questions. So
yeah, we've got a bit of a laundry list of questions.
We
here.
do. So hang on, everybody. Hang on to your seats, and we'll get through it. Okay, so the question from Bigfoot, whose name also is Todd Turbot, but trail name Bigfoot. He said, I only did 1,000 miles of the PCT, but only saw a few elk and one mountain goat. A bunch of little critters, though. What did you see along the Colorado Trail?
I would have to second the critters. There was a shit ton of critters on the trail. A lot of aggressive, angry squirrels, chipmunks bolting all over the place, cute, lovely little potato pikas, little terrier-sized yellow-bellied marmots out there. So a lot of little rodent types.
Yeah.
I know.
So cute.
I rarely saw anything bigger. I did end up seeing those 3 bears on the last day.
Which is wild.
Which is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Never saw a cougar, just heard one. Saw a lot of deer, which was great because I love to see deer. It always gives me a sense of peace. Mm-hmm. And then there was the moose sightings.
2, yeah.
I saw 2 up close, and then I saw a third one at more of a distance. It was in a valley. I think it was the day that I actually met the dude.
Oh.
Yeah, so the day that it torrentially poured down on us.
Nice. See, I feel like you saw a lot of wildlife out there.
Yeah, I did see a pretty good bit of wildlife. But I never saw a cougar. One day.
They're just so creepy.
I feel like if you've seen one, it's almost too late.
No,
but it feels a little bit that way.
But it feels scary, right? Because they don't want to be seen.
That's true.
And so if they're being seen by you, then that's not a good sign, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I did see a lot of birds as well. A lot of woodpeckers, which was really cool to see.
You love your woodpeckers.
You always hear them before you see them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I never saw any owl.
Oh.
I saw a few bald eagles, lots of falcons and hawks.
I was going to say, yeah.
And then those, what are they? The whiskey jacks? The ones that'll come and...
You called her whiskey dick?
Yeah, I accidentally called it a whiskey dick one time. But those are the birds that'll eat out of your hand. I saw a lot of those.
Yeah, nice.
And then crows, because crows.
Crows for days.
Crows and ravens.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all the critters I saw out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, next question. This question is from Amethyst. We met Amethyst on the PCT, and she was amazing. She gave us a ride into town, and bless her, she is truly such a sweet human being. And so we are really excited to know her. But she asked, what is the water source situation like? Is it plentiful, or is there long, dry sections?
Well, I guess it depends on where you're at on the CT. There are definitely areas overflowing with water, and then you have dry sections as well, like section 2, starting from Littleton or Waterton Canyon area. That's the section that I was extremely dehydrated on, and you hiked out and brought me water.
So that was section 2. That wasn't section 3.
That was section 2.
Okay.
Because
was it like the end of section 2 then? Beginning of section 3?
Yeah, where you parked was the beginning of section 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other long carry was about 15 or so miles. I don't think I had any 20-mile water carries. But that was around Sargent's Mesa. And that's where I forgot to go and get water. And so I'm having to... They just literally just blow through miles, and I hike by the dirt bikers, and I almost asked them for water.
Wait, what mile was this at?
This is probably mile 13 of the day. Oh, you mean the mile marker?
Yeah, mile marker, yeah. Like, is this like in the middle of your hike, the end of the hike, beginning of the hike? Like,
it's in the middle.
So it was in the middle somewhere, like in the 150-mile section or 200-mile section.
Yeah, it's somewhere smack dab in the middle.
Okay.
And that's where I hit was it Razor Creek, which is just a trickle. Okay. And it took me like 30 to 45 minutes to get on my water.
Oh.
Because it was such a low flow.
That's painful. Let's go back, though, to the section 2. Yeah. How many miles between water carries is that one? Because that is the one that everybody talks about.
The water carry there?
Yeah, because it was so exposed.
I mean, it's all of section 2.
Well, how many miles is that?
That's a great question.
I think it's like...
Because you start section 2 at the East Platte River.
Which is 16 miles. And then 26 is where the fire department is.
Okay, so 10.
So it's 10 miles, but it's super exposed.
Yeah, that was the hard part. It's because it was so hot. There was very little shade out there.
A lot of people talk about that section.
It's 11.1 according to All Trails.
Okay.
But yeah, you do start at that South Platte River, and that's where you have time to get your water. And I didn't get enough whenever I was there because I wanted to... Because I thought I was going to meet you halfway between section 2.
Like 6 more miles later.
And so I didn't want to carry 4.4 pounds of water on my back. So I just got like a liter and some change.
And sure enough.
And that came back to bite me.
Yeah, because then there is a a fire department that has a water spigot, and they let the thru hikers go and get water there.
Yeah, the end of section 2,
yeah.
where 3 begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, right where you had parked.
Yeah.
But I mean, why use the fire department when you have a wife who will just hike you in water?
That's what I did.
I think that's a better option.
That's what I did. So you're saying that with the water situation, it sounds like the majority of the hike water is very plentiful. It's just that first section and then somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, most of the trail is alpine or subalpine, so just at tree line. And when you're up that high, you typically have alpine lakes.
Mm-hmm. Or like trickles.
Or trickles from snow melt, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the summer, it rains so much. The seasonable streams are a little bit more reliable, it feels like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so these next 4 questions, because I'm going to keep all of them because I love that he did this, but our good friend Kappa Kapate from England, he has asked 4 questions, and so I want to keep them all in there. So the first one is, if there was 10 miles you could hike again, what would they be and why? I
would re-hike section 2 with more water.
Really? You wouldn't re-hike like a beautiful section again that like you would hike section 2?
Yeah, because I was sucking the hind tit on that.
But that's why? That's why you would do it?
I would want to go back and redeem myself on that.
More than like a beautiful area.
Oh yeah, I can go back and hike all the beautiful areas again, but I can't relive that failure moment. And so I would go back and remedy that.
Okay.
I'm a damn seasoned through hiker.
And you're asking other hikers
and I'm over here asking people for water. That's a level. It's
like how we trolled Luke for asking for water on the PCT, and yet here you are asking for water.
Man, that was a low point.
Y'all, it comes around, I guess. Karma. We were like making fun of Luke, and then here we are.
Yeah, it's true though. But if I had to pick a 10-mile stretch to hike again just because it was so great... Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably go and do the hike, like the first 10 up to the big 30 where I saw the sheep.
Really?
Just because that was such a cool experience to hike through all those sheep. And
okay.
Yeah, I think that was just a lot of fun.
Okay.
Because a lot of the scenery is beautiful.
Yeah.
So I kind of think back to experiences instead of just beauty, because the whole trail is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So the sheep experience was cool.
Okay. Now, second question from Kappa.
Kappa.
Did you run into any new difficulties on this trail that you hadn't experienced on another?
Yeah, actually. I think the biggest difficulty would be sleeping without base camp.
Aww.
Because, and this isn't even a sentimental reason.
It's because you're not alone.
It's because I'm not alone.
2 are better than 1.
And it was way more difficult for me to fall asleep
in animal territory
every night by myself, especially at those campsites when I was there by myself. So again, I would play my audiobook some nights if I was getting weird sketch vibes.
Well, and, thanks a lot.
I mean, I love you.
It's not like, oh, I miss cuddling with my wife. It's more, it's just because I was scared to be alone out there.
I mean, but I love you.
So glad that I bring you so much safety, babe.
And I love to cuddle with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're my favorite. Mm-hmm. You set me up for that one, Kappa.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question from Kappa. Did you find that you made good connections with people on this trail? Why or why not? a good question.
That's a great question. I think for the most part, I didn't start the trail wanting to go out there and make deep, lifelong connections. Like, it wasn't a goal, but if it happened, it happened. I had those weird situations with those single females early on in the trail. And after that happened, I pretty much just rode the Lone Rider horse the rest of the hike until I met Nemo, Jukebox, and then the dude. And I would say that I definitely connected with those people. I haven't stayed in touch with them since the Colorado Trail, but it was nice to have them in those moments that I did.
Do you also feel like because you were just going like your pace and you were going fast that it was hard to like stay in a consistent rhythm with someone else? Yeah,
because no one else is really hiking that pace. Jukebox, Nemo, and probably the dude could have kept up, but we just took different paths on the trail, zeros versus continuing on the big 30, the dude drying his stuff out at Molas Pass versus me just heading on for the day. Mm-hmm. So if we had all left and started at the same time, we would have probably kept up with each other.
But you guys didn't leapfrog with each other, though, is the thing. So that's what I found fascinating. Is like you met them later on the trail, whereas at the beginning, I feel like you were just passing people and never seeing them again.
Yeah, that's true. But at the end, I was kind of a man on a mission to finish because I had to get back and we had to do things.
Yeah, so you were just focused, like, nose to the ground.
Yeah, kind of blinders on at that point.
So would you say this trail for you more was, like, proving something for yourself versus, like, it being a social, like, bonding experience with other hikers?
Yeah, I think at first I just wanted to go out there and hike solo and see what it felt like. And once I got out there, I was like, I want to destroy miles. Even though I wasn't doing, my average was 22, so I wasn't doing crazy mileage, but it felt good.
You still did some 30s, though.
It still felt good to go at my own pace out there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what was the biggest thing for me was just feeling out my own stride and like my rhythm of waking up and pitching the tent at night and going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question from Kappa, which I love this one because it's so reflective of Kappa. If there was one ingredient you had to add in your food bag to every meal you made, what would that be? Breakfast, dinner, and tea included. Because tea is tea time.
It's like a snack or lunch or something.
Tea time.
So wait, is he asking one ingredient?
One ingredient you would add to your food bag.
For each?
For every meal.
For each meal or only one ingredient for all meals?
No, you had to add in your food bag to every meal. I guess to like spice it up.
Ooh. That's a good one.
I love that he did put lunch in there.
He calls it tea.
I don't think tea is lunch. I thought tea was like tea time. It's like a snack.
Where you eat biscuits and drink tea?
Yeah, it's tea time. It's like afternoon time.
Oh, shoot.
What's
one
ingredient would you add to bring flavor to your life?
Flavor to my life. I would have brought out little olive oil packets.
Really?
Or packed olive oil in a jar.
Because you never did, and you probably needed that caloric value.
Yeah, I probably could have used that. I did it on the PCT. I just didn't do it out there.
I know.
But if we're talking a novel ingredient, so a new one, Frank's hot sauce.
Yeah, you would have packed out Frank's hot sauce?
No caloric value whatsoever, but that shit is so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you'd put that in your breakfast too?
Yeah, as long as it's not like a sweet breakfast.
I was about to say, what if it was like oatmeal with maple syrup?
Then maybe I'll take a hot sauce shot before or after. Yeah, I get the blood flowing. So
what if you had like a pastry?
Look, I'd make it happen.
You would pour hot sauce on your pastry?
It depends on the pastry.
Like a sweet pastry?
You seem offended by this.
No, I'm just trying to think back to being on the trail and being like, would I have ever mixed hot sauce in like a sweet pastry? Maybe, even then.
Maybe not in the same mouthful. But sometimes you want sweet and salty. So that's how you can get it. You eat your sweet pastry and you take a shot of your salty hot sauce.
Okay.
So some Frank's hot sauce.
You're really feeling the Frank's.
I've been feeling the Frank's. I had the Cholula. It's a little too spicy just to take shots of.
But you'd have to carry out that big ass jar.
I could put it in like a water bottle.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I won't judge you.
So I would say hot sauce.
Okay. Hot sauce for breakfast.
Hot sauce goes on everything.
Hot sauce. It's what's for breakfast.
Oh, yeah. And it goes on lunch. It would go on jerky or tuna or Spam.
And dinner. Ramen.
Ramen? Why not?
Frank's hot sauce. We should do that.
Yeah.
When we hike this weekend. Frank's hot sauce with ramen. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, and Kappa, to this question, this would have been my answer if I didn't already take it with me, but it's called Ba Chan's Korean barbecue sauce. Is it Korean or Japanese barbecue sauce?
Japanese.
Ba Chan's Japanese barbecue sauce. And
it's so good.
It is the best condiment you'll put on anything.
See, I'll put that on pastries.
I would put that on pastries. It's sweet and salty.
Oh, it's so good.
I would actually take shots of this stuff before climbs if I didn't want to feel full, but I wanted some sugar and some salt. So yeah, that happened a lot.
Didn't I buy that for you and give it to you at the Monarch when you, wasn't it there that I gave it to you? It was like, you need this. And I handed it to you.
Yeah, and I
because you're like, I don't know if I want to carry the weight.
But I did take it and I was so glad. And I probably drank more of it than I ate of it.
Not surprising.
And it was amazing. So yeah, Ba Chan's Japanese barbecue sauce, baby.
And there you have it, everyone. There are all the questions for Yeti Legs on the call. I have a question.
I'm sorry, we've run out of time for questions.
I have a question.
What's your question? Yes, ma'am.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you miss me? He's like, I must answer this carefully. It's okay, you don't have to answer it.
No,
I'm really just doing this to troll you.
No, I will answer this question.
Okay, fine. You be a powerful person.
I would say a solid 9.
A 9? Okay, why?
You
have to say this, though.
I don't have to say this.
Okay.
But
you could have said 5, I guess.
You can go back and watch all my videos. And,
you do say you
miss me.
And
a lot of them I say I miss you.
That's true. You're talking to me.
Yeah, so I have evidence.
Yeah. But wait, why? Why is it a solid 9?
A solid...
And not a 10.
A solid 9. I would say a solid 9 instead of a 10 because that 1% is me getting out and trying it solo.
Yeah.
Just to see what I can do.
Yeah.
Because I can't always have you there for everything.
I know.
Yeah, but I did miss you because we do life together.
Yeah.
And a month was a long, well, not a month, 3.5 weeks, almost a month. It's still a long time to be doing something like that without you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you clean my pots and
I clean your pot. That's why.
And you set up the inside of the tent and I set up camp and get water.
I do.
We have a system down.
We do.
Yeah.
So you had to do it all by yourself.
I did. Besides, I'm way more approachable when I'm with you than just by myself.
That's not true.
I think so.
No.
We're that cute, approachable couple that has matching shirts.
Oh my gosh.
If you saw pictures of us from the PCT, we had matching Jolly Gear, orange Casa shirts.
We did not mean for this to happen, just so everyone is aware. This was not on purpose. It's not like I was like, oh, babe, it'd be so cute if we matched. No.
He had super limited inventory, and our sizes just happened to be the same color. And
we just happened to have the same black shorts.
That's true.
It was really all by accident.
Chicken legs shorts.
Okay, well, everyone,
I have a question for you.
Oh.
Quick question. What was the hardest part for you about me being gone?
That's a loaded question.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
It just felt so empty without you.
Empty?
Yeah, like it was like, I don't want to say lonely, but it was more just like there was something missing.
Aww.
Yeah, like your excitement, your energy, your presence, like your presence was just gone. So it just felt something was missing. Like it wasn't fully complete.
Are you tired of me now that I'm back?
No. No. That's 2 questions.
Are you sure about that?
No. You just got back from another trip.
I received that.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great trip with the Smokies.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for answering my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you have it, folks.
There you have it.
There's all the questions we have for this episode. And if you want to ask more questions, just reach out to us. We have all our stuff in the show notes.
I actually kind of love answering food questions.
He does, because he loves food.
So
well, he loves food when he's hiking.
Do you have any trail or hiking experience food questions? I would love to answer them.
Yeah.
Speaking of questions, the next episode will be a little bit shorter. It'll just kind of review the gear that I used on the Colorado Trail.
Yeah.
How I best used it. And if I didn't like something, I'll be sure to let you know what I didn't like and what I would like to change about it.
Yeah, so stay tuned, everyone. Thanks for listening.
And now, cue the outro.
Here it comes.
Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed that episode of Yeti
Walks into Basecamp.
We're your hosts. I am Yeti Legs.
And I am Basecamp.
If you have any questions for us.
At all, guys.
At all.
Because we'd really love to hear from you.
And we put your questions on the episodes. Please just let us know by shooting a private message over to our Instagram, which is the ginger_and_the_joy. Or you can shoot us an email to our podcast, which is the name of the podcast, Yeti Walks into Basecamp @gmail.com.
And seriously, guys, I love getting snail mail. So please shoot us an email. I always get so excited when an email alert goes off.
Snail mail.
Snail mail.
That's great.
Yeah. And then if you want to follow us on the Ginger and the Joy, we've got our social media platforms on Instagram. We've got this podcast, Yeti Walks into Basecamp. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, anywhere else, any other platforms. Really just Google us, Yeti Walks into Basecamp.
And it should go through the podcast platforms that you use.
Yeah, so like and subscribe and keep following our journey. We've got some exciting content coming out soon. We are looking to continue to explore new avenues in which to expand our podcast. So stay tuned. And also, we just want to give a shout out
to The Fire Once Lost for our intro and outro music. We really appreciate it. We love the Appalachian Trail vibe, and it really just complements our podcast, we think.
Yeah, so if you want to check out his music, you can find him on Spotify.
Or just go and check out the show notes below. It's got a hyperlink to his album and also his Instagram page.
And this song specifically that we have decided to feature on our podcast is called The Appalachian Trail.
Felt appropriate.
So we hope you guys enjoy our podcast. And like we like to say in the hiking community,
Happy trails.